In the shattered galleries of the hanging gardens of Masru, a single withered blossom languished in darkness, sealed in an iron cage and hidden from the light. It called to an Eladrin princess from the distant north, whispering of her lost homeland, the conquering rival that took her home and the power to wreak vengeance. Across the plains and hills of proud Amon Karak, the very veins of magic, the elemental ley lines are fractured and disrupted, twisted out of shape by the incredible wild magic that emanated from Dotan's rock. And while the ley is broken, the land screams, trees dragged into existence, forced by magic to grow in strange soil and breathe strange winds, and chaos reigns across the land. Only our heroes can heal the ley lines and restore the land of Amon Karak. But old enemies of Tiberius Wanderstave are closing in. They stir from beyond the grave, and they hunger for vengeance. Welcome to Castlers and Castles, and welcome to Episode 4 of One Last Ride. I'm Tormented by Gnomes, joined by this incredibly talented cast. If we want to go around and do quick introductions.
Hi, I'm Bren.
He said the incredibly talented cast.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll leave that to you guys.
Yeah.
Might be.
I am Sideshow.
And that's it?
To a dash.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Doa.
I'm the only one without a candle. I'm just Mika.
Well, I'm Bren.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not my
well,
house, that's my name.
That's true.
You're just even a short.
Mine is even a shortened version of my name.
That's actually
no,
just
that's
his
a,
name.
that's a short version of
it
his
is.
name.
It's a short version of
Oh, you're right.
Wait, what is Mika short for?
Michaela.
I actually didn't know that. I thought you were just.
Not
you
many
were just
people do.
called
Wow.
Mika.
I don't like my name. I like my nickname.
All right,
That's an awesome
let it be stricken
name.
from the record.
Yeah, stricken from the record. My name is Mika.
All right. When we last left our heroes, they traveled to the holy pools of Kiladar's trail, and by plunging Freya Emrin into the endless ocean, they learned that the wild magic burst has fractured the ley lines across Amon Karak. To restore the land, they need to repair the nearby nodes where two ley lines cross. Tiberius is still dead set on finding Dotan's rock to uncover the one responsible for tapping into his magic in the first place. But minions of Chotan, an enemy thought defeated 20 years ago, are on our hero's trail. Now, before we begin, I'm going to need chat to participate.
Oh no.
That never is a good
No.
It was a good thing last time.
That's
You
how
found,
it's
a,
got
time,
found
baby.
a laurel wreath thing.
Already kicking it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got temporary hit points.
thing. That's true, actually.
Well, that
have
was
been some
actually
good
an
things.
act of God.
Ah.
I don't-
Well, see,
Did
an
we
act
do
of
that through
God
a
can be
poll?
a
I
good
don't
thing.
remember.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something happened.
Chat
I think
participation.
I think it was an
poggers.
act of God.
This is the only time, chat.
Do we get to know what they're voting on, or is this just?
Someone in the party will be asked to make a choice.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Wonderful.
Someone who is not Tiberius Wanderstave.
I'm great at those.
Unlucky.
I don't get
I make
trusted
choices
with many
all the time.
choices these
You
days.
don't get trusted with anything these days.
Yeah. Can I have my wand back?
No.
Please.
Never. Absolutely not.
Please.
All right, the vote has begun. It should be active on Twitch. These show up at the top of chat. So if you go to the top of chat, you'll be able to vote. Just like in the real world, people who give us money get more votes. So subscribe. to
Wow, that's a good. Yeah,
Mr.
subtle
DM,
social
sir.
commentary there too.
Did we ever homebrew that flower so I know what it does and when?
It is not on D&D Beyond. Let me DM you. Will that work?
That is perfectly
Okay.
fine.
Yep. Give me a sec.
No worries.
I will
Thank you.
pull
Act of
up
God has been hit.
A vote for
Wow,
Doas.
that
A
was-
vote
that
for
was fast.
choices
The level,
being made.
the rank 20 act of God. Yep.
Oh boy. Can I not be nauseous this time?
I shall make no such promises.
Okay.
I'll take those temporary hit points again.
Yeah, you
That
got the
probably
good
doesn't
one.
I'm pretty sure that was from the
I just got ill.
like the 10 sub table.
We don't know what's on the subtable, so we're just going
I don't
based
know.
on you.
Yeah.
It could be whatever.
Yeah.
These could
That's
all just
valid.
be out of your mind.
There could be no
Yeah, there could be no
subtables at
table
all,
at
and
all.
we could
Yeah.
keep making it up.
We're at his whim.
Which would also be okay.
And you would never know. I'm just rolling dice and
Just
making
means he's
stuff up
sadistic.
behind the screen. It's a time-honored technique.
Listen,
How do I want to
All
hurt
right, I
them
just
now?
DM'd you the functions of the Elmspire Blossom.
on wow.
Discord.
Thank you.
Is somewhere else better?
Nope, that's fine. I just
All
have-
right.
there's so many inboxes.
Facebook Messenger.
Understand? Yeah, understandable.
MySpace.
I still sometimes get people hitting me up on GChat.
Yeah.
Which is
What
it-
is
like
GChat?
like
Hit me up in my
Google
ICQ.
It used to be really, really good until
Oh yeah,
Discord was
GChat.
invented.
I remember GChat. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I didn't really use it, but I remember like
We have dated
being-
ourselves.
No. Let me just send you my ICQ number, and then we'll.
That's actually a step beyond. Finally, I
That
feel a
is,
little young.
yeah.
Yeah.
Quick
All right.
question.
I'm getting
Yes.
like
The
20
top
years
line
ago
that
in
you said,
messaging
is that
history.
just in general constantly?
As long as you are using it as a spell focus, yes.
And that doesn't take up a charge? I can just
Correct. It's just a passive ability.
use- Cool, that's going to be happening forever now.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I
Mika's
figured.
just
Yeah.
getting buffed by a flower.
Yep, it happens.
And she still has my wand.
And you're not getting it back.
All right, let the act of God commence. Before I roll this act of God, I'd like to, and before I check the results of the poll, I'd like to remind everybody that you just survived a magical ritual in which Freyamin was plunged into another plane of existence. The party has expended some spells. You just arrived at this pool, so make sure that all your character sheets are up to date because bad things are coming.
Wonderful.
Right on.
That's what you like to hear.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that.
That's not a good
I
sign.
hate
That's
this.
an evil laugh. That is not a natural
That is
laugh.
perfect.
No, it's
That is
not.
really.
No, this actually works out really nicely. Is anybody concentrating on any spells right now?
I
It's
am.
unrelated.
Oh.
Unrelated. I'm just trying to pick up where we left off.
I think my horse is
Don't think
still
so.
up.
Yes, you still have your phantom steed,
Yeah, is that concentrated?
And I am concentrating on us standing on the water still.
so you don't fall into the water.
Yeah.
Was there
That's
not a
good.
fog
I'm evading.
as well?
Is that concentration?
I can't remember who made the
I'm going to
fog.
need-
Is that me?
I did not. I
No,
didn't.
I
you.
think
What
I
did I
made a
even
fog,
do?
and
I
I
don't
don't
even
believe
remember
it's
doing anything.
concentration. Let me just double check
Oh,
that now
Phantom
that you
Steed
mention
isn't
it. But I'm pretty
concentration.
sure
That is
I
convenient.
used my racial trait to create it. But let me just see.
Yay, my horse lives.
Yeah, because I didn't make the fog.
Who
No,
does not
I-
have a
I must-
miniature currently right now? I know the two of you have minis.
I made the fog
I've
cloud
got
before
mine
I
over
cast
there.
us
Where's
walking on
mine?
the water, so I don't think
On the,
Yours
it's
is
already
over
on the
there.
board.
Oh, it is.
The
Okay.
battlement
I
has to be
honestly
over
don't
here for
remember how
camera
it-
purposes, but
Yeah.
you're on the board. The three of you lack minis, right?
If I did
Yes.
that, then I
Great.
fucked up.
While we handle this scene, I'm gonna pass this around. Pick out a mini. Someone that you want to use.
Oh, I think I did pick out a mini actually last week. I don't know where it went though.
Well,
I'll pick it again.
Keep picking. Just pick.
it's
Constantly.
somewhere in there. All right.
Okay.
So, I had mentioned last time that a group of people rode up. The Humus people who were gathering around Kiladar's trail seeking shelter and who begged you when you appeared like a goddess to help free them from their curse have fled without further explaining themselves. As a group of armored and armed individuals ride up through the forest towards the sacred pool, they're all mounted on horses, and at their leader is a tall woman wearing silver and gold bangle bracelets, a woolen cape in multiple colors. She has a golden rose brooch, shoes with curled toes, an iron headdress set with a golden rose. She has carnelian gemstones. Her left hand is stained with blood and scars, and a huge hawk clings to her wrist. Perception checks from everybody, please.
Also, I got
Nice.
it wrong. My concentration spell is fog cloud. Water walk is not a concentration.
That's very, very good.
16.
2. Did well.
14.
12.
5.
The two of you notice as she holds up her left arm for this hawk to perch on it. Tattooed on her arm are a series of what appear to be crow feathers.
All right.
Not a fan of crow feathers, honestly. But my character.
So my
wouldn't
character doesn't know what that means.
Well,
Would Tiberius have knowledge
My brain
of
doesn't
this?
know what that
Do you
means.
have religion?
Oh, I do. Would I know what that means?
I do
Well,
not.
you didn't spot them quite in deep
that's right,
detail,
I
and
didn't
I
see
find
them.
it unlikely that the first thing
I
they would
didn't
say
see
is,
them.
"Look, she's got a crow feather tattoo."
Closest thing I would have would be proficiency in Arcana or Insight.
I will let you roll an untrained religion check.
Okay. Rolled a 12.
A 12. Definitely magical, and probably not a good sign. Sort of leaning into more of the forbidden arts territory.
Could I do an Arcana check since I'm proficient in it?
Yes. Well, no.
Or no,
it's a
religion
matter
check?
of religion. You may make an untrained religion check if you wish.
All right. Nah.
All right. Don't worry about it. The lot of you are concealed within the fog cloud, and you've heard her call out. She is looking for Tiberius Wanderstave.
Now,
Oh boy.
as we passed our perception checks, are we aware of what she looks like?
Yes.
Her image?
The
And
des-
does
the
she
des-
know we're here?
Well, she's looking for you, and you're all hidden inside of a fog cloud.
So they're not aware. They know that we're roughly here, presumably, but they don't see us right now.
They have not specifically sighted you. You can see through the fog.
I'm going to cast Alter Self
Okay.
on myself.
Okay. To
And-
alter yourself.
To alter myself and
Have we
my...
got minis for the three of you? Go ahead and start picking them out. I mean, maybe
Pick
you'll
out any
avoid
for me.
this. Maybe this won't be a combat. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Alter Self on myself, and I am going to...
Appear in the guise of.
a scout. So someone who's dressed in reasonable affair with an insignia of the Golden Rose on my chest, and on an armband with a hooded trowel. Quite a short, kind of not scrawny kind of guy, but someone who would look like a scout.
Okay.
Like a Boy Scout?
Not really, like someone who was maybe sent ahead to scout
Oh, like
ahead.
a scouter, not
Yes,
Boy
it's a
Scout,
scouter.
I was
yes.
like, oh, how cute.
Like,
You're
I'm
getting
gonna
your
make a
badges.
campfire.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sorry, what have you done?
I have disguised myself
Okay, as a Boy Scout.
As a Boy Scout.
as a Boy Scout.
Oh, good. We're all up to speed.
Wonderful.
Not as a Boy
Short-
Scout, just as a normal
short
scout.
pants.
Right. Okay.
And a hat.
It does.
The rest, he just did one thing. He's cast a spell and he's preparing to do another thing. What would the rest of you like to do?
Tiberius, what the hell are you doing?
Leave it to me, boy.
So we all hear her looking for Tiberius.
Yes, that was an out loud call.
I see.
Well, do you
Is
know
this
her?
one of your old enemies?
Let me go talk to her. And I'm pretty sure I can convince her that everything's fine.
Bendis, don't
Can you-
worry. Hence the disguise. Let me handle
Do
this.
you want me to try convince her to go away?
No. I'll be fine. I know who this is.
Who?
Do I know who this is?
Who is this?
You do not know who this is.
Okay.
Then why'd you tell me
Do
you
you
knew
have
who it was?
history? Would you like to roll a history check?
Yes.
Also untrained, probably?
Yes.
Tiberius, I don't think you should lead. You're disguised as a scout. They're not normally the leaders of parties.
They're kind of pre-leaders, really.
Pre-leaders.
Yeah.
Bendy boy, you don't really strike me as a leader either.
I mean,
I
led
I-
my class in years in the academy, so
That's
That's
true.
pretty good at
I've
that.
led men on a ship before.
Yeah. Do you guys want to do anything before I kick this off?
No, I'm good.
Actually, yes.
character.
Okay.
I'm going to cast False Life on myself.
Okay. Is that a concentration spell?
It is not.
Great. And how long does it last?
It lasts for an hour.
Then let's not worry about it. And how much health does it give you?
It gives me 1d4 plus 4.
Let's roll it.
So, because I don't trust any of you fucks. That's just 5 extra hit points.
All right.
I'm also going to touch Tiberius and cast Mage Armor on him as well, because I fear that this will end in bloodshed.
And that is a concentration effect. Or is it? It might not
No,
be.
I don't believe it is. I think it just lasts for 8 hours. It says it's a touch, lasts for 8 hours.
Well, that's probably why you picked it.
So
Yeah, there you
my
go.
voice, I'm changing it to sound quite raspy, almost like this.
All right.
And,
Like your average Boy Scout.
and is everybody done with their...
No, I'm
actions.
going to...
You're maintaining the fog cloud. What else will you do?
Wait, quick question.
No,
Yes.
I'll
How many
maintain
other
the
people are
fog
there?
Cloud.
That is a good question, actually. She is accompanied by a group of 6 other individuals.
And they haven't spotted us yet.
They do not appear to have spotted you. They are searching the area.
They look really angry, though.
They don't look angry. They do appear to have similar equipment to the group that attacked you in Masaru,
Well,
except not disguised as acolytes.
Ah.
I will try to calm their emotions.
Okay.
Oh.
I will. It's a second level spell, 60-foot range, 20-foot radius. I have to concentrate for a minute to do it,
You have to concentrate for a minute.
or it's concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay,
so
the
maybe it
duration
just
is up
lasts
to a
up 1
minute.
So I'll be like, guys, like I said, I'll calm them down, and then you can go out and talk to them.
all right.
Okay?
All right.
All right. And
Okay.
so I'm going to do
You
that.
can-
It's a charisma 14 saving throw.
You can get the majority of them, but 2 of the outriders you will not be able to get.
Yeah, I just want to hit the leader and whoever's near her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said that's a DC 14, correct?
Charisma saving throw, DC 14.
Very
Yeah.
good.
We're aware if this fails, right?
What was that?
They're aware if this fails.
Only if they can like sense that there was magic used like on them. If they can detect
fuck
magic,
up
maybe.
my
Otherwise,
plan.
I don't know if you notice.
When has Bendis not fucked up our
Well-
plans?
I can make basically, I'm trying to make them indifferent about creatures of your choice that it is hostile towards.
You're turning them into teenagers.
Pretty much.
Aren't you more hostile?
I don't care.
Indifferently hostile.
Yeah, that phase. There's the inverse of calm emotions is a different phase of teenagerhood. You know, this is the too cool phase. Well, two of them in the back seem to have stopped really engaging in the search. They're sort of enjoying the forest and the misty air, but the others are not phased.
Oh, all right. I tried.
Marcus,
Yeah.
you notice? Actually, I'll just be upfront about this. Who's got the tuning fork?
Oh, that's me.
Okay, yeah, it's sort of
Oh, it's making noise.
a little
Okay.
bit. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
all right.
I
That was your bit. What else? Anything else?
Well, I kind of feel it sort of making like noise and vibrate. I pull it out and I go, this thing is making noise.
It's making more noise now that you've removed it.
For God's sake, Bendis, put
She
it away.
turns
Put it away.
towards the source of the noise and makes a perception check with advantage.
Put it away, Bendis. Put it away.
I put it away.
Bendis, pass it here.
Wait,
Don't give it to him.
before that
Put it back in your
happens-
pocket.
I put it back in my
No,
pocket.
no, no, no. Bendis, pass it here. I
It's
have
too
a
late.
plan.
I forgot where it went.
I have a plan, Bendis. I have a plan. Pass me the bloody tuning fork.
May I see it?
I give him the tuning
I
fork.
step out out of the fog with the tuning fork.
Mika had asked to do something real quick. Let's just hear what that was and
Real
see if
quick.
I'm ready
it
to see
happens
something
in
epic.
time or not.
When I see her turn, I want to cast sleep real quick on her. Just real quick.
You know, I want to say every single time I've played D&D in the last month, a tense negotiation scene or something like that has collapsed when somebody just flung a spell.
Crowd control spells are like the DM's bane in this edition. Like there's so much crowd control.
I'll be real honest with you. I'm not worried.
All right.
Oh, no.
All right. So how many dice of sleep? What level are you casting it at?
I'm casting it at 1, and it says 5d8 total to how many hit points
Yep.
it can affect.
So roll 5d8.
1, 2.
If I read sleep correctly, though, it's
D8.
cast in a radius and it
here you
hits the
go.
lowest level hit point characters first.
That is correct.
Oh.
So you can't
Yeah,
target
and
a
you
specific
would know
person
this.
in
I would
that
know this.
radius.
Okay, then
It's not like Fireball where it
Just
hits
kidding.
everyone for the same amount.
all right.
It gives you a pool of points and you can start sleeping
then
people.
I take it back.
All right then.
Okay.
Carry on.
We're good.
Tiberius, stop
You have the
molding.
tuning.
Marcus, be ready to jump into the fray if it goes wrong.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to walk out into the fog.
Do you
Out of,
have-
out of the fog towards them holding the tuning fork.
As a Boy Scout.
Okay.
Dressed as this rather unusual
Rather young
looking
Boy Scout.
And I'm going to step out and kneel and say, I have been sent.
Who sent you?
The Lord, of course. The Lord we all serve.
He's standing on the water. That helps, right?
I don't know if it helps or not.
That's a good point.
Go on.
I have been sent to provide us information. We are searching for Tiberius, correct?
Yes.
His goal is Dotane's Rock. He's with a party of a number of individuals, all split up at the time being, but I believe that is their end location.
That is thousands of miles away.
Yes, he is searching for something there.
Well, it's going to take him a long goddamn time to get there. Roll a deception check.
Great. I'm
gonna use this
furiously
one.
writing all this down. in
How
my
how
journal.
far forward have you walked in order to exit this fog cloud?
Great question.
The fog cloud is, I believe, a 20-foot sphere.
Centered
around
on you.
us. Centered around me.
So you would have had
Radius
to.
or diameter?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a 20-foot radius, so 40
Oh, wow.
foot diameter.
All right then.
So you've walked
which
at
piece
least-
is you?
What did you select for me?
Are you Count Dooku?
Yes,
he selected
yeah,
for
I
me.
gave
He's
you
Count Dooku. All right.
Yes. I gave you the big bendy stick.
You need to walk like basically out
Yeah,
at least to here to be seen.
sure.
All right.
I rolled a 24. on my
You rolled a
deception.
24.
24 deception.
24.
Wow.
You sneaky little
Sorcerers are good at
Pretty
that.
impressive.
I mean, how do you think he convinced all those ladies to sleep with him? It wasn't his looks.
Wasn't his animal
Well,
magnetism.
when
I love that
cast
that's
it, I don't know if it
deception,
would have
not
been centered
persuasion.
around me because I cast it when we were on the shore, if I remember
That's
correctly.
true.
So I would have walked. I don't
It's
think
a
it moves
20-foot
with me.
radius. It's huge.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Cool.
everywhere.
Cool.
He used the power of hypnosis. Like a total creep.
You said 24?
24. Yeah.
Yikes. Okay, she looks at you, and her hawk sort of glints at you. Roll perception for me.
18.
As the hawk turns and glints at you, you see a flick of red in its eyes, almost like an ember, for a brief moment. And it just keeps staring. Where was he last tracked? She asks.
Here, they were communing with some sort of spirit. I've been watching them from afar, but they've left now. Covering their tracks using some sort of spell.
A spell. Well then.
How long has it been since we arrived?
The ritual probably took... Well, how long would you have spent before Freya took a dip in the ritual? That taken like 10 minutes?
At
probably?
least, probably.
Let's say it's been 20 minutes. So if your spell
Okay.
is an hour long, it's
So we got 40
on
minutes
it.
left.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, assuming.
What level spell is Fog Cloud?
Fog Cloud was actually first level, but it was cast
Yeah, what spell slot did
using
you
my.
use?
I didn't use a spell slot. I used my racial or
Mhm.
my. I think it's my racial ability,
Okay.
which uses a different modifier.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
She says, a spell. She snaps her hands, fire arcs from her hands, and you feel the magic maintaining the fog cloud just rip away as she uses Dispel Magic.
Is my horse gone
That only
too?
affects concentration spells.
It only hit that one effect.
Okay.
You're not all taking a dip, and your horse isn't there, but you are all standing around on top of the water, just blinking.
Oh, fuck.
I pull out my,
Hello?
my instrument and.
Say, what do these companions of his look like?
Believe that may be them.
All right. She grins, and everybody rolls for initiative.
Oh dear.
You actually fooled her until she hit the Dispel Magic.
Damn.
Shouldn't have said spell, my dude.
Yeah.
My initiative's not bad.
All right.
Oh dear.
Give me a...
15.
All right. Hold one moment.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
So, does she still think that Tiberius is a scout?
She's beginning to think otherwise.
Yeah, I mean. And, oh my word. What is that kind of radius of these people?
God, you are so far away.
Those
from
are their
us.
horses. They are within 10 feet of you.
Christ. And what is like the kind of general area?
It is, well, now it's forested. There's a number of rocks and trees. There's a pool in the middle, and it's grass otherwise.
What kind of distance is it between all of them?
Close enough.
Okay.
All right. Did anybody exceed a 20? Get 20 or higher on their initiative roll?
Nope.
Did anyone get a 15 or higher?
Yes.
Yes.
16.
15.
All right.
What did you roll?
7.
Did anybody get 10 or higher? Did you say 11?
7.
Oh, it rhymes with 11. 10 or higher?
No, mine rhymes with boar and it begins with a f.
Amazing.
Good letter.
7, 4, 4.
Wow.
Father like son, I guess.
Oh, we're so slow.
Runs
So
in the
dead.
family.
Ah.
I have some good news
All right.
and some bad news. The bad news is that the leader of the enemies goes before many of you. The good news is that her flunkies rolled even worse. I have a 3 and a 1.
Wow, that's
Nice.
amazing.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Incredible.
All right. She gives a smirk as she rips away the fog, and you see all of her compatriots go for their weapons. They have not struck just yet. They have not attacked, but they're all going for their weapons. Doa, you're up first. What will you do?
I'm not even gonna mess with trying to be nice at this point. They're clearly out to kill us, so I'm just gonna cast Shatter right in the middle of the group.
Okay. What's
Cast
the
what, sorry?
Shatter.
Oh, you have it too.
Which is 60-foot range, 10-foot radius, Constitution throw of 14, and let's see. On a failed save, they take 4d8 thunder damage because I'm casting it at 3rd level, and if they succeed, then it's half.
10-foot radius. Are you going to hit?
No, I'm just
Brent?
saying.
Yeah, it'll be
putting it
fine.
Right in the
It'll
middle
be
of,
fine.
Okay.
right in the middle of, basically right behind the leader. Hopefully to hit as many as I can anyway.
Are they all on horseback?
Yes.
Hey, DM.
Does-
Am I second
Oh
or
yeah,
third?
should I? That
Kill
should
the horses.
spook their
You are
horses.
Yeah,
maybe too?
probably.
You're about to go.
We might kill
Okay.
them.
Do you want to hold your action?
I want to hold my action and be right back.
No worries.
Yeah.
All right. I'll roll damage and then we'll see what it is. All right. Come on, 4d8. Not bad. All right. It's 7 plus 15 is 22.
22.
Not bad.
Yeah, 22.
All right, and half on a success,
Yep, 11
right?
on a save. So con
right.
14.
Well, the leader succeeded. What was the DC? I know you just said it. 14.
14.
All right.
Yeah.
And it's Constitution, and they're pretty beefy. Her 2 immediate compatriots also succeeded, but one of hers failed.
Any non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage.
All right. All the
As well.
all the relevant objects in the area, aside from some sticks and stones, are
figured.
being held. Run the damage past me again, please.
It's 22.
22.
Yep, 22. And then half would be 11. And it's a piercing noise, so I'm hoping this will spook the horses too.
Yes, that is valid.
Cause chaos within their ranks.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Bendis leveling up
Yeah,
before
that's
our
right.
very eyes.
Getting
Forgive me for
serious.
asking, but would it not also do damage to the horses because they're a creature in that radius?
It does.
Hopefully,
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
I don't care. Bendis don't care about no horses.
Bendis
right,
is
as the
elven
spell goes off-
royalty.
One of her
That's right.
compatriots just grabs his ears, screaming as blood oozes from his his
Whoa.
head. The sonic wave just starts shattering things, and he slumps and falls off his horse that rides off, also whinnying and screaming.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh,
Immediately.
gracious.
Yeah,
rid of one
Bendis.
of 'em,
Yeah.
Now I'll play a
Doing the damn
different tune.
thing.
Okay.
I feel like I didn't know you could do that.
The fact that that never happens when I play my music shows me that my music is good. Yeah. No one's ever bled from the ears at one of my performances.
That's fair.
All right.
Well, they just did it this one.
As your spell echoes across her, she points at you, and her eyes fill with infernal flames. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no! All right, or my D20 go. There it is. Oh dear. Well, it's not good. 7.
I'm gonna need more dice.
No, it's
Jeez.
more. See, your save is.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. It's
You rolled a 7. I
10
don't care.
Actually.
I don't
It's
care
10.
how much your modifier is.
It's
It's not good
300.
enough.
It's a million.
Ash is
dexterity.
correct. It
I'm
is
very
more than that, but it's not more
dexterous.
enough.
I rolled a 4. I probably could have actually avoided this.
All right, how many
Yeah.
d10s do I have?
Not. You don't need any.
How
You don't
many
need those.
D10s do I
You
have?
don't need those.
What a disgusting question for the
She
DM to be
activates
asking.
Hellish Rebuke. How dare you assail her? And she invokes the power of her infernal master. As fire engulfs you, you take
I'm on fire. And you've got a spell that doesn't even let you dip into the pool.
No, this is true.
you take 20 points of fire damage. You got off lucky. I rolled a lot of ones.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's
Holy
actually
moly.
it's actually
Yeah.
not that bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not as.
So that was her reaction.
Jesus.
Whoa.
She's going to use her action.
You said 22 or 20?
20 points of fire damage.
20. Okay, got it.
Yes. Let's see who chat voted
Ruh-roh.
for.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Hi, Ash.
thank goodness. I was worried for a second.
So, she uses her action. As the fire fades from her eyes, she clenches her hand and shuts her eyes for a moment and whispers something. And the air grows cold. And you see the grass around her shriveling as the life is drained from it. And frost forms in unearthly patterns beneath your feet on the surface of the lake. And your hearts sink and your blood pumps slow as despair pours into your mind.
It's got to feel good for me, though, because I'm on fire.
Despair just poured into your mind, dude.
I think it's more like a combination of joy at being not on fire and despair is I'm still burned.
Bards aren't wired like the rest of us.
I try to look at the bright side.
I need everyone except for Faden to roll a charisma saving throw.
Shit.
I'm great at these.
Nat 20. Holy moly, what a save.
That's
16.
wow.
Ah, 9.
You should
I
have a
rolled
huge
3.
modifier, though. Oh, you rolled a 3.
Well, I have a plus
Yeah, he
6
does have a
modifier,
huge
which is pretty
modifier. It
good. But I
doesn't
rolled
matter.
a 3. All right, Diablo
brutal.
dice is done.
I have
really need
Diablo
resistance to
Immortal
cold
dice,
damage.
apparently.
Does that help?
No.
Oh,
The cold isn't doing the damage. The despair is.
okay.
Okay. You temporarily have gained 3 levels of exhaustion
Okay.
as your will to fight is sapped from you. This happens to both of you.
Where do I add that in the character sheet?
I have no idea.
It is there somewhere. I found it the other day by
Yeah,
accident.
I know. I remember seeing
And
it
your HP, maybe?
somewhere. Maybe.
You have disadvantage on all ability checks, which includes like skill checks. Your speed is halved, and you have
Great.
disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh, that's so brutal.
Wonderful.
Every round, you will have the chance to start throwing off the aura of despair and climbing your way back up to full.
Oh, here we go. You said 3?
3 levels of exhaustion.
Okay, there we go. It's under conditions. So if you go to right underneath your HP,
Oh, I
it says,
see.
yeah, I have
see.
level 3 exhaustion, so
Exhaustion.
I'm pretty
3.
great at being exhausted
Okay.
at this point.
Relatable.
I'm good.
Relatable.
That's right.
Ah, look at it on the
Yeah,
bright side.
When characters reflect reality. It's not appearing to change anything in my character sheet, though. Interesting.
Oh, lucky you. One of her 2 minions was dismounted by that shatter spell. By
Yeah.
the way. The horse was slain.
And he's fallen prone.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So as this crushing despair, you suddenly become aware of the fact that you are far from home. You are outmatched.
I'm missing my parties.
You are
dorm
on
room.
a quest that is almost certainly doomed to fail for a person who will not save your skin. And
He might try.
that may be real, but not at the
This
moment.
is what I'm feeling.
Yes. Mika, I need you to roll a charisma saving throw.
Can do.
The leader of the enemies has just invoked an aura of despair.
13.
13? Yeah, not going to cut it.
Oh, am I sad now?
You temporarily gain 3 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, fuck.
Every round, you will have the ability to try to throw off 1 level at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Your will to fight has been sapped. You have become convinced that not only is this fight unwinnable and your quest unwinnable, but that everything that you've sought to achieve coming along this way is impossible and out of reach.
Is this technically being charmed?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I was wondering the same thing.
Yeah.
Actually, but yeah, I know. It's like elf power.
Yeah,
But
I was
no,
like, oh,
not
I'll
this
probably
time.
doesn't work. Okay.
Unfortunately, no. Furthermore, as she does this and her eyes go full Lich King glowing, smoldering blue. And Faden, your father abandoned you. And here you are eating pizza and risking your life to save him. He never came back home. He never wrote. He never checked in on your mother.
You prick.
Oh.
He didn't know you existed until you showed up. Why are you here, and what do you owe him? You should give him up, like he gave you up all those years ago. You can still be here for the rest of them. You can save all of them. You're the link to the goddess, and without you, they can't heal the ley lines. But they don't need him. This land needs you. Only she needs him.
He went out for pipe weed and never came back.
Anyways, moving along. Mika, it's your turn. You held your action.
Right. Well, I wanted to try and throw off this despair, yo.
Yeah, I believe you can do that at the end.
Oh, at the end of my turn. So I can
Yes.
still do something?
Yeah, no, you still have an action. You just suck right now.
Oh, cool.
Because 3 levels of exhaustion gives you disadvantage on basically everything and cuts your speed in half.
Well, guess what? Great. How far away am I from everybody?
And the fog cloud was stripped away.
Yeah.
You're like 30 feet, I want to say.
And
30
you
to
said
40
cuts
feet.
my action?
What was that? Cuts your
my
movement in
cuts my
half.
movement. That's
Correct.
fine. That's totally fine. I'd like to cast Dragon's Breath on myself as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then...
I've seen this one before.
Yeah.
What level of spell are you using?
Second.
7?
Excuse me. And I want to... It's a 15-foot radius, so I want to go as close as I can to only get them in the cone. So,
And just hose them?
Bleh.
What element would you like to use?
They seem like really nasty assholes, so necrotic.
Whoa.
You can do necrotic?
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're-
No, I can't. That's poison.
Oh, thank God.
Poison. Because I can't do necrotic.
So you've run 15 feet forwards.
Yeah.
And vomited poison all over them.
Yeah.
Wait, are you standing next to Tiberius now?
Yeah. It
Damn
would
it.
be necessary. If you want to do this, you'll have to move adjacent to it because your speed's been cut in half.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and what's the radius on it? What's the range on it?
It's 15 feet cone.
15 feet? Okay, with a single move action. How fast is your horse?
Oh, that's smart. I am still on that.
Is it okay if I just move you based on the fact that you're on your horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still only... wait. No.
Is the horse?
It has a speed of 100 feet.
Okay, where would you like to be? We're
I
just
can
going to
just
move
go
you around to the
anywhere.
back of the enemy
I wanna go to
formation.
the- I want to go to the
horse.
back of the enemies so I don't get anybody in my grass, but I want to make sure that I get Nasty Bitch in there.
Okay. So
Nasty
you want to prioritize Nasty Bitch. All right.
So as long as Nasty Bitch is in my cone, then I'm a happy camper.
Okay. Well, they're
That
sort of
is a
spread out
sentence
because
that's
they're on
never been said
horses.
before.
You're only really going to be able to get 2 at a time.
That's fine.
What is the saving throw and what is the damage?
The saving throw is 13 dex, and the damage will be 3d6 or half.
3d6. All right,
So
roll
I
those
will roll
d6.
those.
I love the idea of the horse still being really happy and being like, "Yeah, let's go!"
And I'm like,
running around. You're like, "Oh, I can't even be bothered. I'm just gonna vomit on them."
She just like leans over the side. Like,
what's 8 plus 5 real quick?
13.
13.
So half of 13. If
And your
it's
DC was?
13. Oh, the saving throw they need to pull?
Yes.
13, yeah.
Okay, well, I have good news. Nasty Bitch failed.
Yay, Nasty Bitch!
Takes the full 13 points of damage.
Cool.
We don't know her name still, right?
It's Nasty Bitch.
We
We've
do now.
established this.
As a dungeon master, I don't know why I name my characters. I should just wait for them to get nicknames and just write that down. It's the normal modus
true.
operandi. All right, and you deal 15 points of damage.
13.
13 points of damage.
why'd you correct him?
Because the chat would yell at me if I didn't.
Oh,
Honestly,
that's
There
right.
is an actual record.
That's true.
He'll never see that.
If this was a home game, I would have shut up.
Excuse me, teacher, don't we have homework?
Yeah, exactly. But however, 'tis not.
All right.
And I want to roll to shake off a thing.
Yes, roll another charisma saving throw.
15.
You are rallying. You are regaining your sense of purpose. You're remembering that your family is depending on you, and you really don't feel like letting anyone else tell you that your life is meaningless when you can just frag them with poison breath.
And
And
if
I can tell
die,
myself my life is
I mean,
meaningless. What?
who's gonna give you the forged letter if I die?
That's very valid.
So-
yeah.
Me? I mean, you don't even know about the forged letter.
I know, but just
All
trying
right.
not to get my party.
You throw
killed.
off one level of exhaustion.
And I have 2 left.
Yes.
Okay. Yikes.
Hey, Chad just has a really good point.
Oh no.
Oh,
that's
no.
never a good
Chad
thing.
actually has a good point.
Okay.
Oh, are you
What
giving
have
us
you
exhaustion?
No, Brindar remembers that he exists.
Oh, Brindar!
Sad you are.
Hey.
Yo, Brenda.
Does he want to
Thank you,
attack or
Chad, I'm
defend
What's his
sorry.
you or
charisma
what?
saving throw?
He wants to defend me if I'm looking glum.
He uses his action to protect you, giving you advantage. With everyone who attacks you disadvantage.
What the?
Pretty good.
Dude, Brindar's
Brindar's solid.
Thanks, Brindar.
What a guy.
He's
popped out of the mud.
He was just like, oh, right, I exist.
He says, hey, Alika and I were hanging out down here. We heard some bad shit was going on, so I decided to say hello.
I can just imagine him shooting out of the water and being like, oh, shit, what's up?
Whoa.
It's like a
Chilling with the
dolphin.
river dwarves.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Moving right along. Faden, it is your turn.
Hi.
And not just because you're grabbing something again. What do you do?
I would like to. How much distance is there between Freya and Tiberius?
You're pretty close. I think I know which piece you are. You're about 15 to 20 feet away.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm wondering how much distance there is between the two of them. Are they standing like shoulder to shoulder? Is there like 5 feet, 10 feet between them?
Oh, he has a 5-foot radius around him that's open.
Okay. And Mika's like, so Freya's like
Clear.
5 feet away.
Yeah,
from him.
because Freya's magic horse just...
We neumed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Molten
So
I feel like I'm about to get fucked up.
enraged.
The rest of us are fine. Don't worry.
Not really. You're just gonna get kind of sacrificed. Like I'm not sacrificed.
Are you sacrificing me for a second time in this campaign?
No, I'm saving you.
Okay, thank God. I was like, come on now.
What?
kind
You're
of
still disguised as a scout, right?
Are you
Yeah.
still injured, Mika?
Yes.
Okay, so as a bonus action, first off, because I've decided it's still my job to save everyone else from the terrible Tiberius, and I know that I just hurt Mika and we're about to go into a lot of shit. So on Freya, I'm going to cast Healing Word as a bonus action.
Okay.
thank you.
Keep in mind that you cannot cast another spell unless it's a cantrip. If you cast...
I lied. I'm not helping you.
Also, quick
That
question.
much.
Yes.
I still have inspiration.
You never cashed that in. You still have it.
Yeah, so I still have it.
Yes.
That little sunset's gonna come in handy someday.
Yeah. Might.
Okay, but okay. I have a plan now. All right, fine. So instead, I'm going to I can't cast another spell even if it's a racial trait, right?
I can't be bothered to look that up. So yes, you can do it.
So I can do both?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my favorite kind of DM. I can't be bothered. So
It sounds.
you get away with
It sounds cool. Let's see what
Okay.
happens.
I don't know. It's so I'm going to cast Wall of Water.
Okay.
And between Mika and Tiberius, and kind of try and create a wall of water that cuts off Tiberius from the rest of us and leaves him on one side with all of the bad guys and us on the other side. Because I now believe he has betrayed me
All right, let's get some
and left me alone. So why would I not save all of us? Because he just sold us all out and has
That's-
betrayed me my whole life.
Super reasonable, honestly.
that is.
Super reasonable.
Not a hot
So I
take.
will leave you to deal with your mess while we escape and create a giant wall of water that is 30 feet long, 10 feet high, and 1 foot thick.
Listen, that's all.
It's
I
20
agree with this.
Makes sense.
feet. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. So the wall space is difficult terrain. Enter gives a disadvantage on attack roll. Yada 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 yada. all the other
What, sorry, how does that work? Like, what does difficult terrain do if you try and
Costs
go
you
through it?
double to cross it.
Double the distance?
Yeah. So if,
Right,
if
right.
it's 5 foot, it costs 10 foot of movement.
Right. So it would cost 2 feet to go through that 1 foot of water.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Actually, the wall's space is difficult terrain, and a space is like a 5 foot cube, a 5 foot square.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
So the
Right.
process of walking through it, you have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it makes it like a 10-foot space.
Yeah. So are you sort of curving him off, or just making it a flat wall between the two of you, between you and the group?
I'm kind of curving.
All right. So
him
he's sort of in
off.
this.
It's like I'm making like a sphere that we could, or not sphere, like a not quite a semicircle, but something kind of curved that'll like, whatever line I need
Does
to
it
cut
wrap
to put him.
to protect you, or does it curve to like focus?
It curves to focus them.
Okay, so it's like at your back, and it's funneling them all towards
so
you.
that we have more space to escape in whatever direction we
Okay.
want.
Is there anything else
to.
you'd like to do?
Sorry, Bren. Out of character. I'm sorry.
Did you want to heal me as a bonus action?
I did want to heal you as a bonus action.
All right.
Yeah.
So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word. How injured do you look to me?
I would be 5 hit points.
So I'm just gonna cast it at first level.
That's all.
When did you take
Gucci.
that damage?
I hurt
when
her
you
when I cast
waved
thunder.
Oh,
me.
right, the sacrificing.
Yeah.
the last sacrifice, not this sacrifice.
Yeah,
the
the-
sacrifice
Oh,
before
sacrifice.
that.
So much sacrifice in one area.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast Healing Word as a bonus action. So 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier means that you're gonna get your max hit points back because my modifier is 4 and I can't roll less than a 1.
Heck yeah, thank you.
So it was a 7.
Perfect.
All right. Anything else, or are you all set? Do you want to move at all? You're sort of in the thick of the group.
Then I would probably Mika's Freya's the furthest forward, right?
No,
Other than Tiberius.
correct.
So of the people I currently care about saving, Freya's the furthest forward.
The two of you are up next, so prepare your
Yeah.
actions. Go on.
I would
Do it. Do it.
Kids these days.
This is what happens when you fucking run.
I'd probably run towards Freya and say, like, I know you're mad at me, but we've got to leave him to himself. He's created this mess. We'd best run for it.
Am I despaired enough to?
That's not my choice.
Yeah. I kind of look at you and look at Brindar. I'll follow you. I just nod.
Yeah.
I do too. I agree.
Nobody's
'Cause I'm
under
there and
any
I'm
magical
despair.
compulsion right now. They're just.
We're just sad.
So
Yeah.
I
Sad
probably
boys
wouldn't have been able
running
to
off.
move all the way up to her, because I think my distance is currently halved as well. So I'd make it like halfway to you and yell that. So I'd be in between and then like
Yeah.
ready to turn and leave.
Team Ears is out of here.
Yeah.
I left my ears, so I'm going to say that some
Oh,
bit of
hanging out
wild
right here.
magic must have like transformed them in when we were off scene.
I forgot that we
screen.
did that. We put all the pointy ears over here and all the round
Yeah.
ears
True.
over here. That's
Listen, we
not
both forgot our
confused.
ears, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
I'm
you're the only
actually
pointy
the
ear
only
today.
one.
Yeah.
I'm the
You're
least
representing
attentive of
all of
everyone
us.
'cause I didn't notice that until right
Respect.
now.
Okay, well, what will House Wanderstave do? A wall of water rises at your back, and I don't know if you'd have a clear indication of how this happened. But suddenly there's this wall, and you can see it curving out in both directions on either side, basically embracing your foes.
What is their demeanor towards me?
Suspicious.
Still disguised.
Yeah, you're still disguised.
I'm going to look behind me frantically and run over to the man who is down on the ground and help him
Okay.
up.
This is way too
Get up.
lucid
There's
for
no
me.
time to be playing around. On your feet. Chase after them.
Do you do anything else?
I want to back up behind one of them. But still stay in the group within eyesight of a lot of them.
Did you succeed or fail on your charisma saving throw?
I succeeded.
Oh, that's good.
And
They both
at the
did.
same time, I'm going to bring out the tuning fork and say, to avoid any doubt that I serve who we all serve, and put it back away.
Okay.
I love that you keep saying
Roll
I serve
deception.
who we all serve.
And who was that again? You know who we serve.
Just who we serve.
It's,
I mean, it's
not,
obvious.
Not important. Not important.
I don't need to say it,
You
right?
know
We all
who it
know.
We,
Yeah.
are you
I-
saying you
I-
don't
You
serve
don't
them
know?
too?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll deception.
Don't make me send him a letter
Or
about
her.
this. Him
Send,
or her.
Send them.
Yeah. Whoever they may be. We know who, but them.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos so that I gain advantage on this roll.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Faden, roll a charisma saving throw to throw off a level of exhaustion at the end of your turn.
Oh, did I? Oh, yeah.
I don't
okay.
believe you did.
Charisma?
Yep.
That ain't bad.
12.
26. It almost became a 1. But I mean, it's advantage anyway, so it
It's
doesn't
a
matter.
Tides
Oh, is that what Tides of Chaos does?
Yes,
Yeah.
gives me advantage on any attack, ability check, or saving throw.
But if you roll in that 20, it becomes a 1. What are you talking about that becomes a 1?
No, I just
It
saw
almost-
it
it
was
was
on the
tilted,
1 and
right,
it just
it was-
rolled
it was
over to
right
19.
there.
Oh, I see.
But it
I
was
see.
26 for the deception.
All right. All right. She looks at it. She looks at you. You don't feel like her doubts are assuaged, but she's not trying to rip out your heart or your soul or anything at the moment. So she'll sort of gesture the rest of her men. What do you do?
I'm gonna. What actions have the rest of you taken? You've talked about running away and started to slink off, or you're
I didn't.
planning
And
to.
you've heard
Yeah,
me say he needs to deal with his own shit,
Yeah.
and I cast a big wall of water and convinced these two to run off with me.
I felt pretty convinced by that.
I
He
mean,
hasn't-
before that happened, I acided some people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's true.
That's
I
true.
shattered some dudes.
we can't escape them. They've got horses. What you gonna do? And then I just run forwards. I'm not waiting for a reply. I'm just gonna run forwards
All right. Do you
to
cross?
roughly to where Freya currently is. So only within about 15 feet of the what's she called? Nasty bitch.
Nasty bitch.
Yeah, within about 15 feet of nasty bitch.
All right. The wall of water is between you and your foes.
Okay, can I run around the right? Because Tiberius was on the left. Can I run around the right and still be within 15?
No, because it's 30 feet long
Jesus,
total. So it
wept.
would basically, you'd have to go all the way around to here,
Okay,
which would take up a significant amount of your movement.
okay.
You can just push through it if you want, but
No, I'm not going to put. Well, how much? How far did it take me to get to the wall? How much movement do I still have left? I have 30 foot of movement.
you have 15. You've used 15 feet. You'll have 5 feet left if you step through.
Yeah, I'm going to step through. I'm going to muscle my way through. Tiberius is through there. I've got to help him.
All right.
I muscle my way through the water wall, pushing my way through. As I get to the other side, I'm going to cast Lightning Lure on Nasty Bitch to try and rip her off her horse.
Okay. How does that work?
Whoa.
She must save Strength 13, or she must beat a Strength 13. Otherwise, she gets pulled 10 feet towards me, presumably off her
Well,
horse.
that's not going to do it. All right. So you just a lightning whip.
Whip out a lightning bolt and drag her towards me.
Does it do any damage?
Yes, if she gets pulled within 5 feet of me, which she
did.
would, she takes 1d8 lightning damage.
Okay. And is that an action to do that?
Yeah. That's a... Yes, one action.
All right. Roll 1d8.
8.
Nice.
Not bad. Whew.
For those of you keeping score at home, she's taken 32 points of damage.
Is she off her horse?
Yes.
Right.
And she's prone because she fell off her horse.
Oh, solid.
Anything else, or are you all set?
No, that is the end.
Okay, well, it is literally everybody else's turn now. And as they see their leader just
feel
get
safe.
yoinked off of her horse and flail through the air and land at your feet, the rest of them just, they've got spears and they've got beaten sticks. And you're the only thing on this side of the wall.
What's your health on?
49.
I'd be screaming, "You bloody idiot, nephew!"
What's your armor class?
My AC is 18.
That's good.
It certainly
That's
is.
really high. Wow.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Are you a fighter?
Yes. I
Okay,
am.
that makes sense.
What armor are you wearing?
What armor am I wearing?
Plate.
I actually don't know. I think it's just some kind of light.
Can't be light.
Can't be light. It'd have to be heavy to be 18.
Well, the Eldritch Knights have an outrageous amount of AC, just naturally. But I actually don't know. Let me have a look. Oh, it's chainmail. Chainmail is what I'm wearing.
So you must get some other AC from somewhere else then.
Yeah, because chainmail's usually like, what, 14?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think it's just part of the character base is just that they have crazy high AC. They're
I'm
like
wearing
very
plate
defensively favored.
armor.
Cool.
Half the time I'm not wearing it, so half the time I have awesome AC, and the other half the time I'm squishy AF.
So, 3 of them are able to reach you because they have horses, and that makes it rather difficult for them to just surround you.
Fantastic.
2 of them start riding around the edges of the water wall, using their whole turn to clear it on either side. You now see 1 horse approaching from the north and 1 horse approaching from the south. 3 of them? Yeah, 3 of them just start wailing on you. First off, the leader has a spear. Well, one, not her. One of her lieutenants is going to strike at you in your 18 armor class. I rolled a 17 plus plenty.
Okay, I'm gonna take an opportunity to reaction cast shield as well.
Okay, and what does that
So
increase
that
your
gives a +5 to AC.
+5?
Yeah.
Putting you at
until the end of my turn.
Putting you at-
Until the end of my next turn.
Okay, putting your AC at a 23.
Yes.
That was risky. I rolled very well. But you blocked. You literally, by 1 point, the spear is bearing down towards you as you stand your ground, and they're just charging up at you with this on this horse, and you raise a wall of force at the last second, and it was this close to your head. And then yells at one of his compatriots, "Don't just stand there, kill him,"
Yep.
giving him an extra attack. So one of the minions will lash out with a mace. Twice, you're able to deflect the blows. I forget, do you have a shield?
Yes, I have a shield. Yeah.
All right. The second one, both of the lieutenants are attacking you. Will, again, go after you with the spear, rolling an 11. No good. You block. And yells at the poor minion to attack. And so he just keeps swinging with his mace.
Can't get me.
Both the bosses. Are you sure about that? I got a total of a 22, and your shield spell has expired. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Could be worse.
Could be worse.
When does the shield spell expire?
After the end of that attack, I believe.
Oh, it's until the beginning of my next turn.
Never mind.
You don't.
Until the start of my next turn, you have a +5 bonus to AC.
Yeah, forget that. You're fine.
Yeah, dude, you can't hit me. I'm
It would take
so
something
tanky.
special. All right.
Do you have anything to block spells?
I mean, that also helps, but nothing to block spells from you.
Doa, back to the top.
Whoa. All right. So
Wait, are you thinking of casting spells on me?
Oh, I know exactly what he's going to do. I would like to point out to the audience that our hero just hit level 5. Nobody say it.
so
And then Mika, you're on deck after Doa.
I just saw these guys come around the wall of water at me, right?
Yeah, two of them.
right.
They're not in striking distance, but they're riding on their horses. And
I'm feeling despondent and depressed about everything, but I still realize that they're trying to kill me. So what I will do is I will try to charm person.
okay.
Yeah. See if I can get him to attack his friend.
All right. That's a charisma saving throw or wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw, 14.
All right. Well, he has tactical discipline, a special ability that grants him
great.
advantage on saving throws during combat.
All right. So I'm going to use it at 3rd level so I can target both of them.
Oh. Well, you got one of them.
All right. Great. That's all I needed. So I'm just going to despondently be like, what's the point? Take him out instead. Who cares who you kill? It doesn't really matter, does it? We're all going to die anyway, but might as well be him first.
All right, he sort of stops and he looks at you and he looks at his friend.
Let's give him a nod.
He takes a moment.
Persuasive nod.
On the one hand, I have only recently met you, and I am under orders to slaughter you in the name of He whom we serve.
I know.
But on the other hand, you do raise a very compelling point about the underlying pointlessness of reality.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm going to need a moment to think about this, because on my third hand, the spell doesn't say I'm just going to go frag my friends. It just says I regard you as a friendly acquaintance.
Oh, well,
So, I
help
mean-
me then.
Hey, don't kill that one, okay?
Thanks.
And he's not going to attack this round.
All right. Sounds good.
Where on the other
It
hand?
lasts for 1 hour, too.
All right.
Yeah.
I believe that any time that until you or your companions do anything harmful to it.
Yeah.
So not the rest of his gang is completely good to go.
And then throw to get out of the exhaustion,
Yep.
hopefully. Natural 20.
Well, that made you
Nice.
feel a lot better. You
All
recover
right.
all your remaining exhaustion.
Oh, wonderful.
Nice.
All right. Great.
You know, those who do not transform their pain transmit their pain. And it worked this time.
Yeah, I'll just be like, oh, it's good to have a friend again. I feel so much better. I pat him on the back.
All right. Well, he's not in padding range. He was still.
I give him a thumbs up.
Mika, it's your turn, followed by the mysterious enemy leader.
Did you do all that through the water wall?
No,
No,
two of the
two of
horses
them on our
are
side,
are
yeah.
riding.
Oh, right. They're right around. Right.
Yeah. 2 of the group.
Which one did you?
Let's say the one to the north. The one to the south is closer
Is closer.
and is approaching.
Okay.
He's on the other side of a tree, but where you are, you have good line of sight.
Cool, because from that line of sight, I may be bummed, but I still like killing things. So I'm going to cast my 3rd level Ray of Sickness at this dude.
Okay. How does that work?
I just have to roll to hit, and then on a hit, the target will take 4d8 poison.
Give him
That's
radiation
wild.
poisoning.
Yeah, essentially.
All right.
And you are only at 2 levels of exhaustion now, correct?
Right, and I have advantage because of Brindar.
He's protecting
He's
you.
protecting me?
Yeah.
I thought, so they only have disadvantage on me. I don't have
Correct.
advantage on them?
Correct.
Darn.
However, if you want, he can move in, and if you hit, he hits too.
Yeah, let's do that.
Great. Roll your attack.
15?
Yeah, that'll
That
do
hits?
it.
Cool.
Was that total or
That was plus my modifier.
plus your modifier?
Yeah.
Not going to hit. They're pretty well armored.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
So 15 total doesn't hit?
correct. Now, did you add +1 because of the Elm Spire Blossom?
Nope, so that's 16.
Still doesn't hit, but
Damn it!
Oh, baited
Wow! That, you got me there.
All right, roll an attack for Brindar.
Okay.
He's going to go in and
He's gonna go.
he swings his great sword.
17 plus whatever his attack.
That'll do it.
Yeah!
Inflicts 8 points of damage.
Nice! I guess I'm just too sad to aim well.
Oh, days like that.
It happens,
Roll a
it
charisma
happens.
saving throw
Can
to,
do.
to continue throwing off the effects of the Aura of Despair.
Oh, no. Yeah, no,
Aw,
no.
It's missing that spell and using that high level spell slot did not make you feel better.
No.
Yep.
It just made me sad.
We're still running, right?
I feel great, actually. I think maybe I should go and help. Good old
You have a-
Tiberius over there.
One last thing, you have 100 move speed. You want to do anything with it?
Oh, right, huh? That's so much.
It's a lot. You
could
can
just-
literally just decide, hey, I don't want to fight, and I'll be like, okay, you're off the board. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Right off into the
I could
sunset.
literally just leave.
And leave poor
Take me with
Brindar
you.
behind?
No, I couldn't. He's the best.
And he's now tangled up in a fight.
Yeah, he's
so-
also tangled up in a fight. So I'm gonna flank the dude
Nice.
because I don't give a fuck about Tiberius. What's his face? I care more about Brindar.
What
Sorry,
about
man.
me? I've got 7 dudes on me.
Well, they're on the other side of a wall of water. Can't see
And
them.
you're also
True.
closely associated with Tiberius. What's his face?
Very rude.
Wanderstave. He's a legend.
Yeah.
You know,
I think I'm changing my
your
name.
parents sent you to study under him. Don't forget that.
Do you not hear how much I don't care? This is why
Yeah.
I call him what's his face.
I'm just saying I'm going to have to let him know when we get back there that you were not behaving.
You're dropping the Wanderstave from my name. You can
You
just call
really
me
underestimate how much my
Vanderstaff
parents
now.
don't like you.
No,
Wait, that's not my name
everybody
either.
likes
Valensath.
me.
Valensath.
That's why I was
Valensath.
sent
I
him.
got
Drop
very
the staff.
confused with Steve. I'm
It's
hard to get rid
confusing.
of and let go of, but I need to.
It's confusing times.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, I'm just insulting him. It's fine.
Oh,
Okay.
I've heard he's a great
Huge, you
musician,
know.
though.
That's cute.
I am.
She rises to her feet. What languages do you two speak?
Everything, pretty much.
Do you speak Infernal?
No, I don't
think I
speak
might.
Infernal.
Honestly.
Ah,
No, I don't.
All right. She says something in an unidentified language.
What does it roughly sound like?
to
Bless you.
her hawk.
Dothraki.
Oh.
And then
Oh, Christ.
and it flies up and starts circling overhead, watching all of you. As for you, good sir,
Yes.
she rises to her feet. Her hand is wreathed in this unearthly, shimmering purple flame, and she just holds it out towards you, making an arcane sigil. Roll a charisma saving throw.
so many of those.
Ooh.
Not
What
bad.
a roll. 17.
All right. For one brief moment, you feel the chill of the grave pass over you, and reality itself shimmers, but you fight it off.
Wow.
You have Arcana, right?
I don't actually know. No, I don't.
Okay, whatever she just did, it would have been bad. That's
Yeah.
about the extent that you've got. You're sort of lurking off on the side.
I
Roll
can
an
see all
Arcana
of
check.
this, yeah. I'm proficient in it, if that helps. It's a 20, dirty 20.
She just tried to cast banishment on you,
Oh no.
Oh, Lord.
which would have exiled you from the material plane to another one of the 4 kingdoms. It's temporary unless she can concentrate on it for a solid minute, in which case you're not here anymore. You're somewhere else. And wherever she was trying to send you was not a pleasant place.
That would have not been good.
No.
But you don't know that.
I would have played out my own little campaign.
The Adventures of Marcus Tiberius Wanderstave
And we'd have had the next
in
spin-off.
hell.
It's just you fighting things,
That's a sequel.
running for your life.
Tiberius in hell.
All right. Well, that was anticlimactic. Moving along. Faden, your turn. Followed by the Wanderstaves.
All right. Well, I'd still be yelling that people should leave with me.
Not going to try and save me?
I do feel responsible for you, my
your
nephew.
nephew.
Oh, now you care.
You should have been more receptive in that family conversation.
I really
earlier.
should have.
And I wanted to talk about the birds and the bees. Nothing. Don't care about your auntie then. Don't need any advice. But now,
Woof.
when you're dying, I see.
Not
Now
dying.
you
I haven't
want
been
help.
hit. I haven't been hit yet.
Hey,
You
you're
don't know that,
surrounded.
though.
You're surrounded. All right. Anyway, but he's through the wall of water. And I wish I had some way to compel you to return through the wall of water. Fucking fuck.
Mood.
Same, honestly.
Yeah. Mood. There.
Okay. I don't know that this is any more helpful.
Well, so far.
But in frustration, do I have any third level spells left? I do.
What are you doing?
Just show me your hit points and be quiet, right? Is that what's going on over there?
He's just looking at my hit points. Are you planning to frag me?
All right.
I'm your
I
son,
would
grandson.
drop the wall of water
Okay, the wall of water is down.
and look at Tiberius and scream, Tiberius, you clean up your own bloody mess.
Everybody looks at the scout.
Oof.
They look at you. They look at the scout.
Oof.
They look at you. Continue your turn.
And I would look at, so the leader is still up, right?
Yes. It's surrounded by horses and soldiers and
And standing with my nephew.
yes.
So I'd look at her and as persuasively as I can, I'm not super persuasive. It's not a proficiency I have, but I would try to say, that's Tiberius Wanderstave. You want him, you can take him. Give me my bloody nephew and let us go.
All right, roll persuasion or intimidation, whichever's higher.
They are the same.
All right. Roll.
Does not sound very high.
12.
She's mental. The battle is won.
Meanwhile,
It's my go, huh?
it's the two of you
Okay.
in no particular order.
What are they looking at me? Or are
Yeah.
they looking at Marcus?
I mean, there's a bit of fighting going on.
They were battering the crap out of me.
Unsuccessfully.
Can I slink away to the river?
Roll stealth.
Wish I'd saved the tide of chaos for that. Bollocks. Yeah, it's an 8.
Okay.
You have a -1 on stealth and you
Yeah.
tried to slink away.
Not particularly stealthy.
All right, so you're just going to...
I was hoping to take advantage of the chaos of battle to slink away.
Well, they notice it and they yell about it, but they're not using their attack of opportunity just yet. You're in the river.
I turn to them. I drop my alter self. And I say under my breath, oh, sorry, Marcus. And I cast Fireball on everything. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Is that like an AC thing? Or does it just automatically hit me?
So here's what
Get a
happens.
dex save, I
A
think.
pearl-sized ball of flame forms between Tiberius's hands as he weaves a net of magic around it. It grows in power. It burns brighter until it looks like a miniature star. He flings it forward, and it just streaks through the air right into the middle of you. And you have 1 second to look at it before it explodes in a roaring 40-foot wide blast of flame and fury. Roll 8d6 damage.
8d6.
Yeah. Sorry. And I'm going to use a sorcery point to re-roll the weak ones. So we'll keep that. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. We'll keep
Frag the grand crit.
that.
Frank, you're the grandchild.
Yeah. And we'll keep these, and I'll re-roll just two of them.
As I see this coming towards me, you mental bastard.
I'm not going to lie, unless you succeed your dex throw, you are dead.
What have you rolled?
A lot.
Since I didn't cast a spell, can I throw something at him sort of
Do
simultaneously seeing
you
this
have a
happen?
reaction? Your turn did pass.
Damn it. It's not a reaction.
I'm behind. We're behind the water wall.
It's a bonus
No, the
action.
water wall is down.
Oh, it is.
The water wall is down.
All right.
No, you would need a reaction at this point. You cast your lot.
Okay.
Are we in the line of this?
No.
Thank
Oh,
fuck.
okay.
The only
I rolled.
the people. So one of your enemies, the hawk, and all your friends who are not Marcus, are out of the fireball.
37.
All right.
37.
I'm reclining.
Wonderful.
On the ground.
What's the
I'm not
DC?
actually dead. I have an HP of 49, so you can't kill
Also,
me.
it's a dex save of a dexterity saving throw. Does
Yeah.
it say what the...
Well, just
should-
roll, and if it's really high or really low, we won't need to do the math.
Really low.
We don't need
It's
to do the math.
really low.
Yeah.
Take 37 points of
30,
fire
yeah.
damage.
God damn you.
37 points of fire damage. I was hoping you had like a reaction to just
Ramps.
block
Some
spells
sort of
or something.
magical.
No.
I don't know.
It's cool.
Must not be my grandson then.
All right, she passes. You said 37. She passes her save and takes 18 points of fire damage.
Still yikesy.
I see this happen. I just think to myself, I know how that feels. Yeah.
See, he doesn't bloody care about you either.
I hear that, but I'm way too focused on what's happening.
I mean, you're in an inferno.
Yeah, I know. I'm just stop, dropping, and rolling at
Oh,
this
that's a
point.
lot of people that are leaving the battlefield.
It's the horses that I've just fried.
Oh.
Yeah, let's
And
not
the
talk too
water
much
wall
about
isn't
that.
even there.
Peter's not going to be happy.
No animals were harmed in the making of this.
Yeah, the water wall's
A
gone.
few
Except for
animals
ones that
were
died.
harmed in the making of this.
Did any of them die?
Humanely cooked by a fireball.
Oops. Jesus.
Not as many as I thought.
They gotta be weak.
Yeah. But so are you.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Well, yeah.
Yes, very weak.
Screams rise from the vicinity of Kiladar's hoofprints. And when the fire clears, the pondering, a little bit somber foe is just gone. He would have wanted it that way. And of the minions who were battling against Marcus, only one remains, along with their mistress. Anything else? Marcus actually hasn't taken his turn yet.
Yeah,
so
it's Marcus's go.
I just realized I didn't roll to save for exhaustion.
go ahead and do that.
I mean, it's still your go if you've still got stuff to do.
Any bonus
I
actions?
mean, I'm at a loss as to what Marcus would do in
14.
this situation.
yeah.
Yay.
Nah.
Marcus, you have lost your eyebrows in the conflagration.
I'm just looking at him like, God, what? It'll heal out.
His face will grow back.
Yeah.
Burn victim.
Okay. Okay. Oh my word. All right. Is it my go then?
It is.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to regain a little bit of health.
Okay.
I can regain 1d10. That's not a d10, is it?
That is a D10.
That is a d10.
Yeah, it's a D10.
So I gain 10 HP back.
All right.
So I'm now at 22 health, which isn't too bad.
That's fine.
Yeah, perfectly fine. Perfectly
whining.
fine. So who's in front of me? The mistress and a minion, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to cast booming blade on the nasty bitch.
There it is.
Yep, I was wondering what her name was there
Yeah.
for a second. So I do a melee attack, and then I sheath my weapon, and if they move, it does like magic damage to them.
All right, roll it.
I've got to figure out what it is. Okay. 22.
22. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
This is anyways, roll damage.
Only 6 damage.
All right. All right, so 6 points of damage and sheathed in booming energy. Your weapon seems ineffective. Some unholy magic protects her. You deal 3 points of damage.
Damn.
But she's sheathed in a thunderous wave. Anything else from you?
Nope, that's it. That's it.
All right. Meanwhile, they're not having a good time. I'll be very honest with you. The one next to you who has a spear, who's just coughing and smoldering horribly.
Oh god, I love it.
Laughing with a little bit of
Sound
maniacal
effects.
glee.
We've got sound effects in the background.
Wow.
Our production quality is going up.
But unfortunately, it's not going up enough to result in a successful hit. So he will lash out at you. And then meanwhile, over here, this one is going to strike at Freya. Ooh, what's your armor class?
13.
All right, well, it's a good thing that you had that thingamajiggy. The false life.
Did he roll at disadvantage?
No, he did. Last round, Brindar used his action to attack, not to dodge.
You're right.
Yeah, so unlucky. You take 6 points of damage
Which means I only take 1.
because of the false life.
Yay.
Very good. But that's it for them. Their numbers have been significantly thinned.
When one of the minions attacked me, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Missed.
You were using my normal AC, right? Because
Yeah.
my shield has
Yeah,
disappeared.
it was not a good roll.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Back to the top. Doa, then Mika, then your evil friend.
So the one that I charmed is dead.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gone.
Teach you to make friends.
I see. No, not really. This has all been very depressing for my bard. He's
Right.
perhaps changing his tune at this point. He
Thank God.
sighs
Probably a good
at
thing.
the sight of the fireball as he sees Marcus immolated, basically over there, and decides the most prudent course would be to sneak down to the river and hide like near the banks and keep an eye on things.
Okay, so you want to head down to the river?
Yep.
All right, you're still standing on the lake.
Oh,
So you can hide there if you want.
what? Just like sink down into it or something, or oh yeah, I'll just
Stop walking.
sadly sink down
Lie
into the
back.
water. Just go down. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Didn't all of your exhaustion gone from a nat 20?
It is, but I just saw my new
just lit
friend
me on fire.
immolated. I saw him get burnt up,
Yes, you
and I'm just I'm just feeling kind of
It's not
sad.
magic.
You've
The mood is real.
traumatized him.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the music in my head is
little bit more
just a bit more melancholy,
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna wait to see how things pan out.
All right.
Think of a My Chemical Romance song. Or something, Yeah. So, I'll roll should I roll stealth or something to try to avoid, or what?
Are you stealthily morosing in the water? Or
Yeah.
are you just all right? Then yeah, roll stealth.
Yeah. It's 20.
All right, you mope, and no one ever notices you, even though sometimes you wish they would. Mika, you're up.
Whoa, too real. These rounds have not gone a minute yet, right?
Correct. It's been all this happened in like 18 seconds.
Okay, cool. So I still have Dragon's Breath cast on me.
Correct.
And seeing Marcus be lit on fire
18
is like,
seconds.
shit, he's the only one that can give me this letter, so I can't let him die. So I'm gonna, on my steed that can run circle, I'm gonna run just a circle and then come back just because I can.
If
And
you do this, you will provoke an attack of opportunity.
shit, just kidding. I won't do that. even though I want to flex, like I won't. I want to go to where Nasty Bitch and the minion are.
So if you do that,
I
you'll
will
provoke an
provoke
attack of
opportunity. You're
Yeah.
right. Sucks to suck. You're just gonna have to be there. Then I'm just gonna breathe fire on the dude in front of me.
Okay. Poison or fire? Can you swap it at will?
I
or
can
is
swap it at will.
All right,
I
great.
just feel like fire this time.
No, that's in the it's in the air.
Why not?
Is he
Yeah.
wearing like normal armor?
Yes.
Cool. I want to light it on fire then.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Oh, did he fail?
Yeah.
Sucks to suck. 14.
Okay. His last action in this life is to fling himself screaming into the river, but alas, he is a moment too late, and he starts floating down.
That sucks.
Oh God.
And his horse runs off.
Bodies in the river.
Yeah, as long as the horse is fine, then I'm happy.
Well, I have bad news about that fireball. Yeah, it
Just
smells
shakes his
roasty around here right now. I'm just saying.
And
one
then
cook
I'll have
something.
Brindar protect me.
All right. Now you have lots of movement speed and nobody on. So do you want to move anywhere? Or you want to stay behind this tree and then just zoom out?
I'm gonna stay behind the tree and zoom later.
All right, great.
Yeah.
We'll roll to Neum in a moment. All right. It is her turn. She is magically boomed. She decides it is worth the risk.
Oh.
She... Tiberius,
Hello.
Which one?
roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God. 15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
All right. She reaches towards you, and the tuning fork that you have starts leaping, starts humming and heading towards her. But you make your save and you hold it back.
Get back here, you bloody thing.
I see that and I'm like, hey, that's mine.
Did I miss? What does this tuning fork do?
Nobody really knows. But
Oh.
It tunes things.
But when we found it, though you wouldn't know this because I haven't told you,
Right.
I used detect good and evil, and I detected evil on the tuning
And
fork.
when I
I
held
just
it,
detected tunes.
when I held it, it made my heart beat very heavily to the same pulse as the tuning fork.
And y'all decided to keep this
Oh, it
shit?
freaked
Oh, I
me
kept
out.
it, yeah.
Okay.
I told
Everyone in this party is very smart.
I told
need
him
to
to throw
stay
it
in
away.
tune.
No, it's fine.
I also said to throw it away, but Bendis kept it.
Ancient relic of
Yeah.
mine.
All right,
Still
y'all
is fine.
pass.
It's
you
a
don't.
That being
musical
said, I'm
relic.
wise, but not intelligent.
I just realized
the
I
best
want it
kind of
back.
character.
all right. She's not done.
Oh.
She
Oh.
looks at the thunderous energy wrapping around her, and you see fear in her eyes, and desperation, and anger. And as you successfully resist the tuning fork, she points a finger at you and says a single word that tears the air apart. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Word.
Here's the air part.
It's in the same vein.
I
but
got
it's
really
not.
excited.
12.
12.
God.
Ooh, no, not the finger knuckle crack.
Oh, I'm about to be torn into two.
Oh, no.
You are so
points at
squishy.
you.
Yeah.
And says,
Wait, do you only have 9 total?
No,
Boomer.
22.
You have 22.
This is old.
Right.
You have 22 health.
Yeah. I think I'm dead.
But on the bright side, your hair looks like you're a
I
Super
was going to
Saiyan.
cast stuff on you to help you, but now I hate you, so
Yeah.
sorry. Not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Just asking for a friend. You don't have anything that could boost that save result, do you?
I forgot to bardically inspire people. But I wouldn't have inspired you anyway.
I was like, oh, I forgot to do it, but fuck you.
I have a way of boosting your saving throws, Dad.
But you're not
No.
going to, are you?
I do not. I think I am dead.
You take 42 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my word! You are nearly instantly killed.
Oh.
How does that work?
He
think
just, he just
if you go below
zeroes out,
zero.
right?
Yeah, but I believe if you go minus your full max HP, you instantly die, don't you? Yeah. So you nearly insta died.
Had to happen eventually.
As she casts Finger of Death, nearly slaying you immediately.
Oh.
And reducing your health to 0.
That's a good spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Finger of
Do I have
death.
to roll a death save? On my turn.
On your turn.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to roll charisma. No, I didn't.
You good? All right.
I did. My bad.
Did you cast? Yeah.
All right. And her hawk darts down, lands on you, looks hungrily at your tasty throat, dips its beak down, and snatches the tuning fork. It now has it.
Does it fly off again?
Doesn't have the movement for it.
Hey, quick question.
Yes.
You know how I've had this familiar just kind of chilling that we never
With
unsummon?
Alika and Brindar, yeah.
Yeah. So it's still in play here, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Someone convinced me to save him.
I'm not with you.
All right. So on your turn.
Yeah, I
let
was
me know.
just wondering. I was just
Hold on. Let me reach my bag of pets here, Brindar.
Yeah.
There we go. Alika, get back down there.
Yeah.
It's not your time right now. All right.
I don't like being alone.
Understandable. All right. So it's your turn, Baden. Followed by both of your turns.
So I wouldn't. What if anything would I feel upon seeing Tiberius die? Would I be like glad at this point based on what happened earlier, kind of thing, or like?
You're not under any sort of magical compulsion. You just have
I
some
just-
very good points thrown your way. Do you have any levels of exhaustion left?
2.
2? You kind of wish you felt more.
So, same. Yeah. Yeah.
You son of a bitch! You bloody died on me, and you're not allowed to do that yet. I didn't get to have my say, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I have relatives like that.
So angrily, and because I'm mad and didn't get to have my say yet, I'm going to cast Revivify
Damn.
on.
That do?
I'm gonna run over to. Can I move far enough actually to get to him?
He's not dead.
I-
Revivify revives the dead.
It literally revives you if you actually
you've
cease
actually
to be.
died.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Oh,
a
so
really
he's not
good spell.
dead.
Good to know
Dead.
somebody has that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good to know somebody has that.
In that case, since you haven't perma-died, I will still be angry. Can I get to him though? Or how far from him can I
What's your move
get?
speed?
Bloody hawk.
My
on
move
body.
speed is 30, but I have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Not happening.
Okay. So how close to him can I get?
$20 feet.
20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
If I cast Healing Word on him, does he revive?
Yes.
So I'm going to use all of those angry epithets I flung at you as healing words.
Healing swear.
They're healing angry words. I'm healing you with my rage. You're not
like
allowed to die yet, you motherfucker.
Interesting.
I haven't had my say yet,
Sure.
or at
Tiberius-
least not like this,
Yep.
because
Tiberius
it was
is
very
looking
anticlimactic, and I want it to be more painful.
Whoa, wow. It's getting serious.
You left my mom. You didn't see how sad she was. Okay. So 1d4 plus 4. So that'll be 5.
5 HP.
You're
Points.
conscious. And there's a lot of water.
So is it his hawk on me?
Yeah, it's got the tuning fork.
Give that back, you little bastard.
Anything else? That was your bonus
Bite it.
action.
And I will.
Bite
Where is Marcus in relation to me?
Oh, just a few steps away. You can't reach him because you took all your movement to get here and you're exhausted, but
I couldn't have reached him anyway, right? So.
Mhm.
Oh, I should. Oh no, I can't. Couldn't have touched him. Okay. I am going to.
Wander staves on
doesn't
deck.
Really help you, Marcus, but it kind of helps you.
I'll take whatever I can get at this point. Gotta be real.
Because I can't touch you. You're too far away. I'm gonna cast. Wait, how many first level spells do I have left? Nope, I'm not, because I'm gonna need to heal you later.
Appreciate it.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Oh wait,
Bye.
no, because I can cast those at second level. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Marcus at first level.
What does that do for me?
I concentrate for no. That's also a bonus action. Shit, I already used a bonus action. Can I use it as an action? Can't do that, right?
Nope.
Then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right. Can I
Nope. Also a bonus action. Mother
Denied.
fudge muffins.
Mother fudge muffins. The newest brand of muffins.
I'm going
Great band name,
to
actually.
cast. How many of their guys are left standing?
One.
One.
One
Well,
plus the nasty bitch,
Yes.
right?
All
Yeah.
of that seems really pointless, and so I'm going to throw my. How far away is the hawk from me? 15 feet?
20.
20. God. How far away is the nearest bad guy from me?
10 feet.
I'm going to take both hands and throw my net at him.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Your net.
Look up
My
the
net.
rules for nets.
It encumbers.
It's good for getting people out of rivers.
Yeah. Or for angrily
If
just
I throw it with
using
both
energy.
hands, I have a range of 15 feet. That's why I said both hands. 'Cause
Yep.
It's 5 feet with just one hand.
It's not just dramatic effect.
A large or small creature hit by a net is restrained until it's freed.
All right. Roll the attack.
I crit failed.
Oh no!
Okay. Somehow your net ends up in the river. It wasn't even in the same direction.
Wow.
I thought it was going to tackle me.
Yeah.
Wander Stave's turn. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is pick myself up. So I'm going to stand up, take a look at the surroundings.
Wait, you still got a
realize-
hawk on you?
Oh, can I do
Do
a
I- does the
charisma
hawk still
saving
on
throw
me?
for my
Yes, you can
exhaustion?
roll that.
The hawk is still on me?
Yeah, it was standing on
19.
you and it grabbed the tuning fork.
Okay, well, I'm going to cast Firebolt on it.
Bolt, not ball.
Bolt.
It's an important
Bolt.
distinction.
Bolt. And I'm going to cast a sorcery point to twin the spell as well.
Okay.
And also hit Nasty Bitch.
Okay.
So-
Roll 2 spell attacks.
How the fuck does
19
that work?
charisma saving.
19? Oh, yeah.
17 for the first one, plus... What is it plus?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It strikes the hawk and washes over it, dealing no damage. It looks at you, and that fire you saw in its eyes rekindles, and it kind of cackles at you.
Hawks these days.
The second one is a 10.
Yeah.
What is it? Is that plus anything?
Yeah, it's plus your spell attack modifier, which is not...
It's pretty good. It's based on charisma.
Actually, yeah, what is it?
Bloody hell do
It's
I
your
find?
proficiency plus your charisma. So what's your charisma mod?
Help me.
Charisma's +5 for him.
Oh, well then, yeah, that
This
hits.
is out of date.
Then it hits.
Oh, maybe it's more. Well, it hits
It hits
anyway.
even
I
if
mean,
it's
plus
outdated.
5, yeah.
Roll 2d10 for fire damage.
All right, nasty bitch, you're going down. You going down. As soon as I find my die. Uh, 11 damage in total.
11 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus, roll 1d8.
4.
That's how much extra thunder damage you did last round when you attacked. Now that you're level 5, the booming blade would have done that. Yeah, so. You said 4?
Yep, 4.
She's taken 70 points of damage.
Still standing.
It's your turn.
She big.
It's my turn. So, did she move, or was that the additional damage you do from the booming blade
Yeah.
itself? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
From last round. So
Okay.
it's still your turn.
Actually, it deals 2d8. Because
Only
I'm
if she
at
moves.
fifth level.
You just deal a flat extra 1d8 damage on the hit.
Oh, really?
Once
It
you
says
hit
at
level
5th level, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8. But I guess, it's already updated.
And the damage
Yeah.
they take for moving increases to 2d8.
I
So it's
see,
just
I see.
an extra 1d8 on top,
Right.
plus 2d8 if they move.
I'm going to do the same again. I'm just gonna booming blade her.
Okay, roll to boom.
I'm gonna slap her. Roll to boom. That ain't gonna boom.
Ain't gonna boom no more, no more.
Let's have a look. That's a 14.
And that uses your action, so you can't also you can't double attack because you cast a spell. As part of the you use the action to cast a spell, and as part of that action you attack. But you're level 5 now, so when you just take a plain attack roll, you can attack twice, right? Because you just leveled up.
I have no idea. I don't know.
All right, well, look that up next
Action.
time.
It just says you can use one additional action on your turn.
No, that's action surge.
Oh yes, that's what I meant.
You hit level 5. When you take the attack action,
I
you just
see.
attack twice.
Oh,
But when booming blade is a
that
different
would have been
action.
useful to remember.
Yeah, you actually talked about this on stream
That's
when you were
true.
leveling up and everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm actually just going to use action surge anyway, though, and I'm going to.
Okay, well, we're here now.
I'm gonna boomer again. I'm gonna attempt to boomer again.
The double boom.
This time, I absolutely miss. Yeah, so
rolling
just
so
missed
bad.
twice. That was a 9.
Wait, so we had the whole conversation. You went for the boom again?
No, I went for the boom again.
All right.
Could have gone for an attack.
Huh?
And attacked again.
I know I should have, but no.
Well, that's neither here nor there. Well, all those guys are dead. Doa, Mika,
Yeah.
nasty bitch.
I as
Blub,
my
blub, blub,
my
blub,
head
blub,
goes underwater, kind of get splashed with cold water. I'm like, oh, wait a second, no, the bard has to be positive. This is an epic I'm writing. I burst from the water again, and I go, give me back my tuning fork, and I attempt to shatter the nasty bitch. Can I hit both her and the bird?
Yes. No, not the bird, but you can hit her
Okay.
last remaining minion.
Did your character not see me firebolt the bird and it just phased through it?
No, because he's on the other side
Yeah,
of the tree.
I was kind of
actually.
like in the water. Yeah.
You're on the other side.
anyway,
of the
Also,
tree.
is the
He's going
bird
for the-
on you?
Now, are you specifically going for the bird? The bird is separate from her. So
Okay, they're
you
not
can-
close. I'll just do it to her then instead.
Okay.
And be
All right.
like, oh, I'll get the tuning fork later.
And that's a Constitution saving throw, right?
What's that?
Constitution saving throw.
That is
DC. Well, she passes.
It's a 14 con save.
Yep. And he passes. And I
So
just
she
spilled
would
all my
take
things.
Half damage? Then?
Correct.
Why did you
Alright.
spill your things?
Accident.
I rolled a natural 1 on
Seems
hand-eye
silly.
coordination
Oh,
All right. So
as a child.
Damn.
it's only second level this time.
Mm-hmm.
So 3d8. Soul rolled pretty well. 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay, so she takes 7.
Yep.
And he was on his last legs after getting nuked from the face of the earth. He
Nice.
perishes.
Bless you.
Rip.
Boom.
Perishes.
Yeah. Mika, your turn.
I will slowly point at her and cast Toll of the Dead.
Oh wait, I was gonna make my move too. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
All right,
Yeah.
do that and then Toll the Dead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move towards Tiberius. Just gonna run over there with the intent to get my tuning fork back.
Tiberius, not Marcus.
Tiberius in the river.
We'll put you over there.
Okay.
Okay, the dead may now be told. You will have to ride your horse around the tree.
Will I?
The tree's blocking line of sight.
Oh, okay, then yes. I will ride my
that's-
horse
it's not
around
a
the tree
ranged
with
thing.
Brindar following. Mm-hmm. And I will get, close, but not too close.
This is not a very nice spell.
It's not a very nice spell.
Okay, so I get a wisdom saving throw.
Yes,
DC is
13.
past that.
But she still gets half of 2d12 because she's damaged.
If they succeed, they take no damage.
No damage?
It's a cantrip. That's common with cantrips.
Aw,
Yep.
just kidding.
Unlucky.
That's unlucky, but I want to roll for shaking off the thing.
Yes.
Nope. I'm still sad.
Damn.
It's just one of those days, you know?
Yeah.
All right, moving right along.
Is there pizza?
Might still be some pizzas.
I didn't eat yet. I forgot.
There's gluten free.
That's fine. I'll gluten free it.
I don't know.
That's some cheese
There's
bread
some
stuff.
Cheese bread sticks. Are those gluten free too? Did you say?
Just
Probably
the
not.
cheese pizza.
Just the cheese
The-
pizzas.
Can I have the breadsticks?
And yeah,
It's like garlic.
garlic
cheese.
bready things.
Bread.
Yeah.
And there's some tomato looking stuff. And this is the gluten free one.
Thank you.
And some more. Wait, that's the same pizza. And some more breadsticks. I'll see one of those too.
All right.
I have definitely not eaten enough pizza in my life.
Brought to you by the Pizza Press. Pizza Press.
It's actually pretty good.
Please
Publish
sponsor
your
us.
pizza.
All right.
But check your sources.
The hawk. The hawk flies off. Do you have a melee weapon?
Yeah.
You may make an attack of opportunity with your melee weapon.
Oh wait, I forgot to ask a question.
Yeah.
Can I roll Arcana to see if I can tell if that's like a familiar or like an enchanted demon?
You may roll Arcana.
16.
It is not a hawk.
Do I know what it is?
It is something that has shape changed.
Like polymorphed?
It has the innate ability to shape change,
druid.
and it
Oh.
is not of this world.
Not a druid.
Like a demon
17.
druid.
17?
17.
Okay, you hit. What's your melee weapon?
A dagger.
Okay, how much damage do you do?
Well, not a lot. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, and half of whatever you say here.
Half of one.
So 1.
Yeah, you have 1d4 minus 1.
He's
Yeah.
an old man.
1d4 minus 1. I'm old.
That's
He just
incredible.
nuked
So you could
everybody. And
literally
you're
do
giving him
0
crap about
damage.
dealing a point of damage with a dagger. All right.
Yeah.
It flies
What? With a dagger in it?
over to her.
You barely scratched it with the dagger.
No, I didn't.
She
Pierced it.
seizes the tuning fork,
We like a toothpick.
strikes it, and casts plane shift.
Oh.
Son of
And
a...
as the sound echoes, the ground around her bursts into infernal flames mixed with bubbling blood. The smell of rust and brimstone erupts around her, and she sinks into, using the tuning fork as the material component for the plane shift spell, she sinks from this world into the domain of Uzul the Destroyer and vanishes.
Well, she got
Does
the
the
tuning
hawk
fork.
vanish?
Yes. It rests back on her. As she
What about her
descends
other
into the
minion?
portal, you think you see, like, instead of the hawk, this horrible clinging devil with a scorpion tail cackling at you, holding onto her arm.
Jesus Christ.
That fork wasn't important, was it?
You did it again, you bloody useless father figure.
What?
You heard me. You know what you did and what you didn't do. You're lucky you're alive. You're only alive so I can make you watch us leave.
Oh, that's nice. Yes. Good
Bloody
to see you all.
useless
You
old
come
man.
to your senses, hmm?
Marcus, are you really going to hang around with this one longer?
Grandad, you burnt me to pieces. I got burns everywhere.
Yes, we can fix you up.
You did manage to ward them off, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, it
He
was mainly
burnt
you
you near
guys.
to death.
I will cure wounds on you.
Thank you. How much does it actually heal?
It's 2d8 plus 3.
Okay.
This is decent.
Do you want me to roll the d8s? Are you?
Aye. I'm the one doing the healing.
True.
Ooh, it's 14 plus, what'd I say? 14 plus 3, 17.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Bendis. Thank you. I think
Anytime.
I think it was necessary, Faden. That was no regular woman.
If
Yeah.
only you hadn't been so stupid, hmm?
What do you mean, stupid?
If you had just left me alone. Ran with
Right.
the rest of them.
Like I said, let him deal with his shit.
They nearly killed you, you
Marcus,
silly old man.
The life of one old man who is near the end for you, who's so young, it's a disaster.
Well, next time then, don't get us all in danger if you want to keep us alive.
I've got a new idea for our bloody quest. We take you back to that temple of the dead. We let you die there while we go fix the ley lines that you bloody messed up.
No, hell, I have got a really important epic to write here. He needs to finish it.
So you go write an epic about him dying in a temple.
That's boring.
It is boring.
So is all of your
boring.
above ground music from what I can tell.
Well, let me play you a song sometime.
Oh,
and
you
will
have.
see.
You have.
No,
I've heard you tell me that you're the greatest musician, and I have
haven't. I
no
need
faith that the people up here know what music is.
Now here's
I
the
need
thing:
very
if you hear anyone
specific-
else's, it's fine. It's just him. I
It's-
promise you.
I'm great.
Is that true?
It's true.
I just need very specific circumstances to put on the best performance. You know, the thing is, the humidity has been off lately.
It's not the humidity.
And my
Does
instrument
humidity affect
is sensitive
music?
to
It doesn't
that.
affect music.
It does.
It doesn't.
I can tell you don't know a lot about music.
I can tell that I do.
But wooden instruments can expand and contract. It's science.
I've been playing violin
very
since I
basic
was
science.
2. I can tell that that's not true.
No, I don't know
No,
what
I'm
that
pretty
is.
sure.
I've never heard of that
How
instrument.
have you never heard of a violin?
No.
How have you never heard of a violin?
Well, they're very
'cause
violent
they don't teach
instruments,
that in
from what I
Elmspire.
understand.
Yes, we do. My mother taught. What are you
It's both
talking
a
about?
weapon
I never
and an
learned about it,
instrument.
so
it's
I
quite
doubt
a
it
martial
exists on pretty good
instrument,
board.
right? You can beat people with violins. They're
You can
violent.
if you really
I
want
don't know.
to.
I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Anyway, we need to complete the epic.
I'm gonna tap out the smolders on your clothes. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Yes, I mean I did hit you with a fireball.
Are you all right? You nearly
No,
died.
I'm bleeding out of several holes actually.
You've got what, like 4 hit points?
5.
Can you help him? Faded, come on. Anti-faded.
Don't call me anti-fade, and that's not fair.
It really. I need your help.
I can cure his wounds to a
You
lesser
need
degree.
me.
Faden, it's clear you're pissed off about something that I don't
I'm gonna
understand, so
5.
you don't have
I'm
to
gonna give you
me.
5 HP back.
You get 5 HP.
What?
I cured your wounds.
You don't understand why I'm mad. You never met me my whole life. You left me ma when I was but a wee seaweed in the oven.
Didn't even know you were born.
Hey guys, I know we're all having like a family dispute, but maybe since you're so broken and you're so broken, we take advantage of this little village over here and just like sleep for a bit.
But didn't they all disappear?
Exactly.
There are some free houses.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Right, but I'm not sharing a house with you.
That's fine.
Okay.
You know, maybe I'll sleep in the lake.
Nearby Kiladar's trail is the remnants of a camp. Probably several different of the Humus tribes, the ones who were gathered around here and have since left. They don't appear to have had a permanent dwelling place, and they took what they could as they fled. It appears the arrival of this woman wielding unearthly power and her cohort is what made them flee. They only grabbed what they could and left. There's still a few camping supplies left behind.
Now,
So
I'm
we
gonna
camp for
hunt
the night.
about for what I can find that might be
we have
useful.
a few options. She escaped. She knows that one of the goals is Chotan's rock because I told her.
Yeah,
but
nice work with that, by the way.
It depends if she believes me or not. I mean, it could be some 40 underwater mahong.
Didn't she say as well it was 1,000 miles away?
Yes.
How the hell are we getting 1,000 miles away?
Well, we don't for now. We go to the nearest ley line. I believe I can recall how to fix a few of them.
No,
Right.
we follow the instructions of the water weird, and you bloody shut up.
Well, yes, sure.
I don't know if
Anyway,
you should talk to your father. about that.
He's not me real dad.
I mean, maybe I don't know.
No, you are. You are my real dad. You fucking asshole.
Well, I don't know.
He might not be.
He is me real dad. I trust me mum. She's not. Are you saying me mum's a slut?
So while all this
know.
is happening, I'm like making camp.
There was. I saw this very famous play right before
Exactly,
I left.
yeah.
Everything's set
And there
up.
was this crazy person who thought his dad was somebody, and it turned out to not be. Or maybe
My
he
last
was. It's
name
unclear.
was Bloody Wonderstaff until I changed it 10 minutes ago.
All I'm saying is it can happen.
That's nice. I'm gonna walk over to the.
We've got the same nose.
burnt horses and search for salvageable meat.
There's some salvageable horse meat.
I'm gonna just start collecting it and preparing for the nightly stew.
It's a traditional
None
dish.
none the wiser.
It is a traditional
Horse meat
dish.
collection.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for any instruments that may have been left behind.
Tuning fork, maybe. No.
Did you even actually kill the Kraken?
Yes, of course I did.
He did. Everyone knows that.
I suppose.
While
And then
he's
after that,
cooking.
the reason I had to leave was because I had to save, the northern folk, primitive in their ways.
Did you even know about me?
No.
Would you have stayed if you did?
He would. He definitely
yes,
would.
of course I would have. Yes. Do I have to roll deception?
I'm not gonna have. It's up to everybody if they believe anybody. Mika, you were saying something.
Oh
a
yeah,
moment
no.
ago.
Like if they're all searching for things while Brendar's doing food and you're doing food, I want to look for spell components in the woods.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check.
Can do. 16.
Okay.
Is my last bit of exhaustion gone? No, right?
Yes. It has returned. The
Or
orb of
none of
despair
us are
is gone.
exhausted anymore, right?
Correct.
Cool.
If you had despair-induced exhaustion, it is now gone. You do find a few pieces of like willow tree bark and some other things that are useful in your spells. Nothing of particular power. This isn't like the Hanging Garden where they were just growing exotic plants everywhere. You're able to restore some of your normal spell components.
In the non-burnt corpses,
Mm-hmm.
can I check their bodies for, I don't know, like pearls and like expensive spell components?
Okay. Do you still have inspiration?
I do.
Okay. Well, you don't have that, but you found a pearl worth exactly 100 gold pieces.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know, that's incredibly convenient.
Thanks, inspiration.
I'm gonna hunker down, help with the camp.
All right, so the party is able to take a long rest. You may discuss whatever you choose to, take care of any other tasks, but proceed with the process of regaining half of your hit dice, all your hit points, your spells,
Short rest.
etc. Are you taking a short rest? You're welcome to
Is
take
it
a
a
long
short
one.
rest?
If you-
Oh, you said long rest.
yeah, you guys are bunking for the.
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys bunking
Yeah,
for the night
yeah.
after that?
Yeah, I'll chill out, yeah.
That's sort of how I took that.
Yeah.
Faden, what did the water weird say? She said something about going and finding ley lines around here, right?
Yeah, she said the ley lines fractured and broken, and a great blow was struck in the north that shattered the veins from here to there. And the shape of it was in the bit of the forest, and that
Yeah,
fire
yeah,
raging
yeah.
across the land. They're to the north, and I didn't keep up with the notes after that.
Where's the local ley lines around here? Frey, you may know.
Yeah, I can track a little.
Where's the closest?
So, what method would Freya use if she's detecting and measuring ley lines?
She would probably
One of the
be-
things the weird told us was where it was, right? I just didn't write it.
There's a mountain of Sodar, which you might know.
Yeah.
I think.
The mountain of Sodor, where
Sodor?
the round conductor and his trains take care. Never mind.
I don't know what it was called.
Is it Sudor?
Yeah.
Sudor.
Yeah, yeah.
Sudor.
I think it would be
Udor.
mostly like crushing herbs and like burning them and kind of doing like a smudging chanting ritual to
Okay.
feel where the energies are.
All right. Roll an Arcana check.
Cool. With advantage?
I mean, you kind of described that ritual.
Is that a yes?
It was just a
advantage
normal
request.
ritual sounding.
18.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a powerful. This area itself is part of a ley line, but it's not one of the nodes where they cross. It's got powerful water and air energy, and most of it converges. The water is sort of suffused in a bunch of different directions, the way that rivers go, but most of the air energy goes in a direct line towards Mount Sudor. Which would likely be the largest nearby node.
Okay. How far away is that? Can I
Well,
tell?
Several days' journey.
Several days journey?
Yeah.
And we're awake at this point, right?
Whenever everyone wants to be awake, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll wake up slowly.
Then
I'll
after
wake up
everybody wakes
quickly.
I
up,
emerge.
so we gotta head to Mount Sudor. It's not too far from here, but we should probably procure some horses if we can.
You can tell the best ones by their noses.
Yes.
I've
Sure.
heard some of that.
I don't-
Are
Somewhere.
there any of the locals
Sure.
nearby? They had horses.
They had horses, so we should probably try and find another wandering tribe and ask them for their horses, scare them
Yes.
from their horses. I don't know, but we don't want to walk for 3 days.
Well, isn't there a river here? Does the river go the right way?
Does the river go the right way?
It'll get you part of the way. It'll cut it down to like a day and a half.
Well, let's take the ship part of the way,
Yeah.
and then we can
And then we
search
can
for
figure it
some
out
horses on the
When we
way.
get there.
What?
Marcus,
What?
You must convince Fred to give me back the wand.
Tiberius, you have already caused so much
While
trouble.
he's doing
It's-
this, I'm
It's
gonna
necessary to
place
fix
the
the
box
ley
in the
lines.
water and speak the first word.
Memories have come back to me. That it requires powerful magic of the similar type. And
The wand is broken, Tiberius.
It's not broken. It's
I can fix
outputting
it. I
wild-
fixed part of it.
It has enough magical energy. I'll need to probably sacrifice it in the ley lines to fix it.
Who's got the wand? Okay. The wand has a rune on it, a sigil. Do you have the handout?
Yes.
All right.
Also,
Pass
can
it
I
around then.
take this time to change my spells. If
Yes,
that's
you
cool.
can.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Long rest, people who swap their spells can change their spells.
Ew.
That same rune is on the wand, which is a broken part of a larger staff.
And this, what is this?
This is a note I found in my room belonging to somebody, I can't remember who, but it details the dangers that we might face and whatnot, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to the wand for now.
I would very much advise that you pass it over to me.
And
I'm
I'd very much
proficient in wild magic.
Tiberius, what happened last time you tried to use the wand?
It's wild magic. Anything can happen, but I'm proficient in it.
All right, how about this? When we get to solving the node, you can have your wand. But until then, we can't trust you with it. You're all over the place.
I need it sooner than that.
What do you need it for?
Well, I can use it for a variety of reasons.
Nico, I
Like
just
what?
sent you a DM when it's convenient.
It is very
like
powerful magic. A variety of effects could come from it. Some that could save us in battle. I'm the only one who knows how to use it.
Maybe we should give it to him, Freya.
Hold on. I'm getting information currently that may boost my argument here.
I'm just gonna sit off to the side and practice my instrument.
Also, that helmet you've got, it's harmless, by the way. I said it before, but it is harmless.
So I'm going to go on a limb here. You don't read Elvish,
No,
I read Elvish.
Yeah, I think I actually do. Yes, I do.
but are you an elf?
No,
All right,
I'm not
I
an
can
elf.
read that.
You're not.
I'm
You're
fluent
not a
in the
part of this
language.
conversation right now. You're not an elf. You can read Elvish, but you're not an elf.
I believe your
runes are in
father may
Elvish.
have made me an honorary elf.
No, that's not how that happens.
I've got pointy ears.
That's not how that happens. So
That's
I'm
what
going
I
to hold
thought.
on to this
I'm
because
the
this
only
looks
one
like this
with
could be an
actual
elf
pointy ears
name.
today.
Of course.
And so I think that elf beats wild magic, and also you are a nightmare with magic currently. So I don't think that's a good idea.
He did win us the previous battle,
I would prefer to have...
And almost killed you in the
Burning you
process.
to a crisp.
but we won.
That's how you do it with
But
did we?
style.
But if you use
Did
a
we
broken
win?
magic
She
weapon,
got
we
the
could
tuning
all
fork.
die.
I have just rolled on the 30 sub act of God
no.
table.
Oh, God.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, now I'm twice as worried.
thanks.
How about it? If I mess up once with it, you
Before
can
it
have it
triples in
back
size.
immediately.
You already did mess up once
I
with
did
it.
not. I tested it.
What did happen when you tested it before?
It is a powerful artifact. Now, it's not as powerful as it once was, but it channels the wild fey magic itself. And a variety of effects come from it. As long as you point it at a foe instead of us, it's perfectly fine.
That's not okay. The effects that'll come off of it, whether it's pointed at a foe or not, will affect the rest of us.
This is not true.
That's exactly how wild magic works.
That is not true.
That is true.
I am proficient in it. You have come to learn from me. It is not true.
It's like arguing with a brick wall.
Allow me to demonstrate. Can
No!
I channel some wild magic?
Don't bloody do
Okay,
anything.
what spell slot would you like to burn?
Just a level 1.
Great. Roll 4d10 and give me the numbers in no particular order.
Oh, God.
Do you want some D10s? Got a lot of D10s.
Yeah. How many do you have? Oh, well,
I got a lot.
9, 4, 9, 3.
That's a lot of nines. 9, 4, 9, 3.
That's mine.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. A burst of magic goes out, and all of your weapons hum for a moment, and then stop.
Sweet.
You
So
see?
remember when you
Alright.
said it only affected an enemy?
Yes, I mean,
And
that was
yet-
a boon to us.
What'd you do?
Booming
you
blade for
sure?
everybody.
Really?
Yes.
Sweet. All right.
Yes.
What?
Only for a short time, though. Obviously, it passes. But
Oh.
And how
this
would I
is-
activate this to prove what you're saying?
Well, strike an enemy.
Oh, would you
Swing
come
my
over here?
scimitar at a tree.
Nothing happens.
It's passed.
Well, it doesn't work on trees as well.
Yes, I mean enemies, and also the fact that it is passed. It's
Come
powerful magic.
here.
Is her sword still vibrating? Her weapon?
No, it stopped.
No, it's the effect is gone. It lasts only a moment, but things like this can change the tide of battle in a moment.
I think we should give it to him at least for a day. See what he's like with it.
One day.
I think so.
One.
Are you mad?
Pick your day. It's good.
You
You're
just
not
called
there
me
yet.
auntie and asked me to heal him, and now you're not listening to me worth a damn.
Well,
I trust him.
Oh, Bendis trusts him. It's settled. Then.
It's settled.
Yeah.
I think he.
I'm very convincing.
I think he deserves a second chance.
This would be the 40th chance.
Well, a little bit less
If
than
you
that.
think about how old he is, that's actually not too many chances per year. He's
I
doing
mean,
pretty
just
well.
in the few days we've been together.
Oh, well, I wasn't keeping track.
One day.
Do you want anything in exchange for it?
Yeah, not to fucking die.
Well, sure, I can do that, but anything else?
Yeah, all the other magical items you're holding.
Actually, yeah. What she said.
What have you got on you?
No, nothing of importance.
do it.
Just-
Empty your bloody pockets,
Well,
old man.
I have the clockwork amulet. That,
What does that do?
well, it does something. I mean, it is made by people of order. They were obsessed with just the central figures of the wider universe. Your next action will just occur at average rate.
Oh, cool.
Yes, I mean,
So it changes nothing.
Basically, normal things will happen.
no. Well, it means that if you were
the
to,
antithesis
for
of
example,
wild
try
magic.
and pull somebody up off of a cliff face, you would succeed. But you wouldn't be strong. You wouldn't be weak. You would be somewhere in the middle.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Why
hand it
don't
over.
you take that?
Yep. All right. What
feel
else
like-
do you have? I know there's more.
That's good for him.
That is literally all I own, actually, unfortunately.
Give us the robe.
No,
The
no,
robe is-
no. Keep the robe on. Keep the robe on. No.
Brindar nods.
The robe is not magical. It is just my favorite robe.
I'll hand the wand to Marcus. And before I let it go, give it back tomorrow.
So you want it for one day as you.
But I don't want it
travel
now. If
through
it's,
the
I only have it for a
woods.
day. I should receive it when we are fixing the ley lines. That's the reason I need it.
I don't see why the great
No,
Tiberius
no, 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 no,
Wanderstave
no, no,
needs
no,
to
no.
make a deal like this.
You
I'm
have no
fixing the
opinion
ley
in this
lines,
conversation.
moron.
I do. I'm a
Are you
famous
proficient in
bard,
wild
and I'm
magic?
here to document the last
I don't
journey
need to be. I'm
of famous
proficient in
sorcerer.
Document and
magic.
stop giving advice.
I'm trying
My
to
divine
make
goddess
sure it's a
will
good
show me how
documentation.
to fix the ley lines. And
I will
you're
give this
not
to you.
touching
How about
them.
this? You keep the watch. I give this to you if you promise to let her fix the ley lines. That's what I want in exchange.
That can be arranged. Yes, but I don't really know how you do it.
I'll tell you what. If I need your help, I'll ask for it.
Yes, of course. A trade?
I want something else too.
What?
You leave.
Well,
You can't leave.
that doesn't quite make any sense, but
Well, we can call for his help if we need it, and he can just stay here in this little wee village. Unless we need his help.
All right, all right.
He's got to
all right.
go
I think
around
we're-
with us.
We're,
He
we're
might be
trying to split the
useful.
group up here.
You have a lot of anger
Yeah.
inside.
I do.
You gotta
I'm
let that
very
out.
angry all of a sudden.
And you know what helps
I'm not
relieve
usually
anger?
angry. Do you have
The
alcohol?
majesty of song. And
Not your
so-
song. Do you know any Tritons who might come sing for me? Oh, no. No. Your bloody land music. It's worse than door magic.
Your songs have gotten worse since you left the stick.
He doesn't even play with the
The
real
humidity, I
instrument
told
anymore.
you this.
It's not really all that good.
All right. Can we just like
Everyone's a critic.
can we
I'm
come
sure
to
by
an agreement
line
here?
standards, you're a
All right.
Can we
an
come to an
absolute-
agreement?
What are the terms?
The terms are you don't fix the ley lines. She fixed the ley lines. You come with us. I'm sorry. I know you're pissed at him, but that's not going to happen here. You watch his ass, and I give you this wand.
And we're going to have a real talk, Marcus.
Yeah, later.
who gets the wand?
Marcus for now, and when you need it, he'll give it to you.
Okay, seems reasonable.
Can we pass the handout back?
Yeah.
Great.
So off to the mountain.
That symbol is on the wand.
Look, wiggly F. Anyway, I'll keep it. I'm not going to use it. I stole the magic wand away.
All right.
We getting on the boat then?
Onto the boat.
Onto the boat.
Onto the boat.
Do you know?
Decidua.
That's not the collapsing word. I don't think that's the boat word.
No, Greyoid.
What you doing?
Trying to open the boat.
The
Yeah.
boat's
It's
already, open.
Yeah, Gasidua's the close the boat.
Oh.
So the boat was open. No one said they were on it. It just folds up.
That great grey.
Stop.
It opens
Just
up.
leave the boat as it is, Tiberius.
sorry.
All
I
right,
go
let
to
me steer now.
I go to us.
Yes.
For God's sake, they already don't trust you that much. Stop fucking around.
Yeah, yes. Well, I didn't realize the boat was open. Sorry.
You're
It's
blind.
easy to miss.
Nearly, yes.
You know, I used to want to hear stories of your greatness.
Well, I can
Oh,
tell
I
you
know
a
a lot
few.
of those. Would you like to hear one?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
It might help though, Tiberius, if you talked a little bit about your time with the people of the deep.
Yes. Well,
Yeah. How did you woo her mother? She'd
yes.
love to hear that story.
Well-
Yeah, what was her name, Tiberius?
Her
what was
name?
my mum's name?
can I roll for this?
What are you asking the dungeon master to do?
Provide me information.
Okay.
Would I know her name?
Do you think your
Tiberius
character?
would know her name. Do I think?
Yeah. Let's start there.
No. I don't think
Well-
you would.
There we are.
Yeah. Her name?
If the answer was yes, we'd roll to see if he actually remembered it. But
Yes. Wow.
You would probably know that Triton names for females end usually in like an N noise, an EN or a YN.
Trade-in. Yes.
Triton.
Yes.
Did you sleep with me, bloody aunt, too?
Oh.
he can
Well,
either.
maybe. I mean, it was a hell of a bender after I defeated the Kraken. A lot happened, I'm telling you. Another bit of advice that I passed on to your nephew as well. Never use Kraken.
He's me cousin, me brother.
Maybe. I'm not too sure. Anyway, Kraken ink. Never use it as lubricant.
Am I part Krakeny?
No. It's just powerful stuff, I'm telling you. It was days. I almost died. Exhaustion set into my bones, I'm telling you. Days, yes. I mean, who knows what
I'm
happened?
writing all this down right now. Like, wow.
Yes,
This is
yes.
going to go for the
I mean-
special
Do you
edition.
know how many women there were? Because right now I'm the only wonder stuff in our.
Well, he said one was a
Yes,
trade-in.
I'm sure
I don't
you
know what
are.
that
Yes,
means.
yes. Not many
But
want
you
to be
just said
my
me
children.
cousins, me brother.
He could be. I don't know that. I mean, you wanted to hear stories? I don't want to get into specifics. You might be scarred more than you already are now. But yes, it was a hell of a battle against the Kraken.
He's an old man, Fading. He doesn't remember everything exactly as it happened.
Yes, I remember.
Are you
Because of the
even a
seventh level
hero? Are
fireball.
you even a hero at all?
Well, yes, that's why I had to leave. I had to save many other lands.
He's a hero.
That's the reason I left. You see, I had to save other people.
I mean, they defeat
Like the
monsters.
people that you
"Ooh,
saved
What do you want?
from this warlord that's chasing us now, like 60 years ago?
What?
20?
What?
Give or take.
What? The Chotan? Yes, that was one of the people I defeated. That was, I think, before your time. The thing
you
is,
said you killed her, but she's not dead.
yes, I didn't kill her. I separated her memories, and I thought she died because there was a volcano was erupting, and there was a big battle, and the lava was overflowing. I mean, normal people wouldn't survive if they fell into lava, but apparently she did. Regardless of the point,
Where is he on the ship right now as he's talking to me?
Where are you on the ship right now as you're talking?
probably sitting down. I'm old. Sitting down somewhere, I don't know, against the mast, resting my back.
Do I see any like loose barrels or anything on the deck near him?
Probably.
I'm probably going to try and turn the ship in such a way that one of them rolls into him.
Okay, roll a water vehicles check.
Okay, I am proficient in it. What would I use to
Wisdom.
Water
Wisdom?
vehicles?
Mhm.
Oh.
yeah. Nat 20.
Oh!
All right, barrel just
Deft.
You kip it in just the right way. A barrel bounces over and just lands on his head. It's very dark now. You can't see it.
Hello? Help!
Just leave him.
I will. Quite cozy.
What is he, a parrot?
It's much more peaceful now.
Just cover his eyes. And he'll go right
And he
to
goes right to
yeah.
sleep.
Like a bird.
Yeah. Like a
Yeah.
bird.
It's a good trick to know for the future, I suppose.
He's fallen asleep. God bless it. He is a very old man, Faden. He doesn't remember everything exactly like it was. You should hear his stories about my youth. You would think I lived like 20 generations. He's got some wild stories.
Is it really that bad?
It's pretty bad. His brain's gone. It's basically
What
mush.
a legend.
He wasn't there, Marcus.
No, but he loved your family.
He doesn't even know me ma's name.
Well, he probably knew her as Darling or something like that.
I think he said she was a trade-in. I'm not sure what that means, but it doesn't sound good.
Are you sure you don't mean Triton?
Oh, maybe that was it. I wasn't paying attention. Let me check my notes.
Ley lines.
One of many.
Well, I suppose.
Oh, well, let's get a move on while he's asleep.
All right. After a day and a half, some of it over the rivers, and some of it hiking through the tortuous forest that Amankrak has now become. Rising from the unnatural forest below, Mount Sudur's normally snow-capped heights are shrouded in a raging, furious storm. Even from here, you can feel the elemental power roiling in the air and churning in the earth beneath your feet. The magic of the world is ruptured, and especially so here. Lightning and thunder echo across the land. Dark clouds flow from the sky as if snatched from the heavens by the furious earth. As the trees thankfully give away, you climb higher and higher above the tree line. You can feel the wild magic coursing around you. Magic cannot be trusted here. Tiberius, as you approach the height, and again, there's a storm churning at the top where the node lies. You remember two things abruptly coming here. One, you've been here before. This is where you whistled the song that called up Sudurvind, the horse of the south wind. And two, the last time you were here, when you came back from that journey, you buried something of great value.
Where did I bury that bloody object?
Shut up, old man.
Something important. I've been here before. When I was last here, I was riding Sudurvind,
The god's horse.
Yes, he's very angry with me.
Oh,
The god or the horse?
Yes, the wind sovereign Vindir. I stole his horse once. It was a nasty bit of
Does
business.
the horse still like you?
Did you give it back?
Well, I'd forgotten the tune. I could summon it whenever I could bloody remember it, but
Oh,
it
let me
escapes
know.
me. Regardless, there's something nearby, very important, necessary to our goal. I buried it last time I was here.
well, where'd you put it?
Let me think on it.
I'd like to start casting Detect Magic.
Okay. When you cast it, there's magic everywhere. Roll an Arcana check.
Well, it's a ritual, so it's going to take me a minute. But do we just want to assume 10 minutes has passed?
I'm not doing anything in 10 minutes.
Unless anyone says something
I'm just going to
otherwise.
look around on the ground,
Yeah.
just
I would just be
seeing if
discussing
anything
with
looks
Tiberius.
like a place where something could be buried.
Actually, while you do that, I would assume that we're looking for this object and trying to find this object, and probably do the augury ritual at the same time to see if this is a good idea. Finding this object.
Are you specifically asking about the object?
Yeah.
Weal and woe.
Both good and bad.
Has it been 10 minutes?
What would you? Okay. Do you think you would have put it at the peak or in some cave?
I don't
I
believe
got a
so.
19.
Well, what do you think?
If I was to have buried something, it would be in an easily accessible place, and presumably it would be because I would need it for some reason why I would return here. There must be a reason for it. I mean,
Well, rack your brains, man.
yes, I'm trying.
Mika,
Yeah.
as a result of your detect magic
And my Arcana check at 19.
and your Arcana check of 19, you have learned the following.
Yeah.
1, the disrupted ley lines have caused this entire area to become an area of wild magic.
Oh.
This has an upside and a downside. The downside is concentrating on spells will be extremely difficult. If you roll a 1 on your attack, or somebody rolls a 20 to save against your spell, it will trigger a wild surge. However, there is also a lot of ambient magical energy that you can choose to tap into. It's just sort of going everywhere, and if you're willing, you can use that to restore your spell slots. But it might turn out weird. So,
That's
be
really
warned.
cool. I'm going to keep that information to myself.
You have also learned the following information. This is a node of earth elemental energy and air elemental energy. They are already volatile and opposed to each other under normal circumstances, but a mountain is the natural place where they would come together. And with the disrupted ley lines, it has caused incredible tumult. That's why there is a storm up at the top of the peak where the node is.
Would I know how to fix it?
Possibly. It lies a little bit outside of normal arcane areas. It tends to be more of natural magic. There might be spells that you can use creatively outside of their normal descriptions, but within range, like within the spirit of the spell, by burning that magical energy, you might be able to start untangling and fixing the ley lines from each other. You'd need access to the node itself, however.
And that's just like up a mountain.
Correct.
My notes from the weird were a little bit less than apparently at the end. Did the weird tell me how to fix it?
I'm not sure that it did.
I'm trying to remember.
Said something about you need some very powerful air to put the air in or something. It's very powerful.
You got to put the air back in.
Yeah.
The air is falling out. You got to
Classic.
put it back in. It's sort of a similar thing. Essentially, once you get there and you have access to the node, you throw ideas that make sense at me using the magical resources at your disposal, and we'll figure it out.
For making earth and air work together, basically.
Correct. Well, there's a couple of problems. They're supposed to touch here, but they're supposed to sort of be in parallel with each other, not all mangled up together. So you'll need to find ways to keep them healed and working nicely without being up in each other's business.
I think the only next step is that you and I head up to the node and see what we can do.
I agree. Do you know what to do with earth spells? Or anything about the ground?
You know what's great to put things like this back into alignment? Music.
Roll Arcana checks.
I'm dumb.
18.
13.
Unfortunately, he's right.
Oh.
or at least not wrong.
I know when I play sometimes there's this vibration that I can hear and things just feel like they're in equilibrium, you know? So maybe I could play a song that would balance things out a little bit.
Yes.
Well, that sounds smart to me.
I could put on a performance of a lifetime.
Well,
Maybe if we can combine our magics with it.
do you have any idea, any of you, how to fix the ley lines?
More than you.
Well,
Shut up.
the first step is,
Yeah?
of course, to reduce the flow of power going through it. You need to try and divert something like this natural disaster, clashing of elements. Calm it down a little bit. Music can help with that. Particularly that bloody song to call Sundavir. If I can bloody remember it.
If you do, let me know. I'll play it or sing it.
Well, no,
or
no,
whistle it.
not you. Then the wind sovereign will be on your neck. It's best if I call him.
Are we heading up the
Anyway,
mountain?
I'll think it over.
Would you like to be?
Yeah,
going-
I'm
going
heading
with
up the
you.
mountain.
Yeah.
I'll go too.
The three of them are heading up the mountain.
I'm just going to stick him with Tiberius
Marcus,
wherever you
I
go.
think it best if we follow them. It's coming back to me the more we spend here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to
to
look around
Mm-hmm.
instead for this object that I buried.
Okay.
Am I seeing any familiar sights? Anything that's triggering memory?
Roll an intelligence check.
10.
You seem to recall you wanted it kept secret and protected, not just easy to find.
Listen, whatever I was hiding here, it needed to be kept safe. away from elements and any passers-by. Local caves, I think, may be the best bet to try and check.
Well, why don't you three head up to the top and we'll continue looking around the mountain.
I just realized I never retrieved my net, so I'm probably short a net now.
You spent the night there. You can have your
Okay.
net. Your character would have had like 8 hours to think about it, even though we didn't in the real world.
We're going to look around down here. We might meet you back up there, but we'll give you some space for now.
All right.
All right.
Oh, crap,
Right.
landslides.
Oh, sorry, I kicked some
wild
rocks.
magic.
I'm less agile up here. Excuse me.
All right. It is very difficult to climb to the top of the mountain. So everybody climbing, including the two of you, because you're looking for local caves and such.
Oh dear.
I'm going to need you to explain to me how you are climbing the mountains. This is a skill challenge. If you can describe one of the problems you might encounter as well as a solution to it, it may allow you to make continued progress. If you try something and it fails, it may have consequences. You had a question.
No, I have a solution.
You have a solution.
Since Freya is so small, she just kind of loops her arms around Brindar's neck on his back as he, as the hulking man that he is, climbs his way up the mountain.
All right, so you're gonna let Brindar tank it. Okay, that's gonna tire Brindar out a little bit, so
Okay.
he's not gonna be in as like tough shape when he gets to the top.
That is perfectly
But that is
fine.
gonna get you some progress. Doa, what would Bendis Rambletoon do to help you get up the mountain?
Bendis recalls that at the academy at Elmspire, not only was he taught the musical arts, but also the acrobatic arts, because performance is more than just playing a cheerful song. It's also about entertaining with physicality and the beauty of the physical form. And so he would simply, climb with ease up the side of the mountain.
Okay, roll an acrobatics check.
All right.
Oh no!
I have a +9 in acrobatics, by the way, but I rolled a 1.
Oh, Bendis.
Oh, wow.
Oh
Bendy
no.
boy.
Okay, well, he performs a graceful demonstration of the Elmspire in Autumn, the ballet that we perform.
Parkour.
Roll a d10.
All right.
Oh.
It was a very good Mario noise.
Thank you.
6.
You take 6 points of damage,
Oh.
and the slowed progress may have consequences.
Okay.
All right, Faden, how would you attempt to climb the mountain?
Seeing what happens to him and having read a book somewhere underwater once about what mountains are like above ground. They're very weird things, but they showed me what the use of rope is. I think I have rope. I might not have rope. Damn it.
You got a net.
I have navigator's tools and a net. My net, how big is a net? Come on.
It's like a little rope ladder
In
thing.
that case,
Do you have an
Okay.
adventurer's pack? Because sometimes.
no, I have navigator's tools.
Oh, sorry.
Unlucky.
So anyway, barring all that, I've decided instead that I'm just gonna have to. There's no like rigging on the boat I could steal, is there?
Oh, it vanishes when you fold the boat back up.
That's true. That's true. Okay, well, I'm going to start climbing myself and trust my brute strength.
Okay, roll strength or athletics check.
Athletics. It
Good luck.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Oh.
You sort of watch him gracefully plummet down a ravine. You yank him back up and just start.
Crisscross him.
Yeah, excellent. How will the Wanderstaves climb the mountain?
Nope, go on.
Why? Okay. I have proficiency in both survival and perception. So I'd like to use my skills in these areas to spot out any potential weak points in the trail up, and also my knowledge of previous trekking and hiking to try and find a more easily manageable way further up the mountain, just spotting for weaknesses and rock faces and whatnot. Every now and then using my mage hand cantrip to try and press down to see that it doesn't fall out.
Okay.
And I'd like to assist Marcus in also just pointing out roughly where to stand.
Wherever we see a difficult section, I'm going to try and pick Tiberius up and move him across areas as well, give him boosts up and this kind of stuff.
Survival and athletics.
15.
I did 22.
All right. Well, between that natural 20 and just the general good ideas, you are able to ascend to the top of the mountain. The air is very thin up here. I know you're sort of searching the perimeter, looking for a cave where you might have buried something, but the rest of you have made it. When you reach at the summit of Mount Sudur, the air is thin and difficult to breathe. It is biting cold, and both snow and wind whirl about. Thunder shatters the sky overhead, and bolts of lightning strike the peak of the mountain around you. Halfway buried in the ground is a coruscating knot of energy, feverish, angry, magical light. It courses and turns with each pulse, the ground shudders and the sky roars. This is the nexus of ley lines manifest before you, forcing the land of Amon Karak into the shape of the autumn woods of Fomhor, far to the north. Snatched from these veins of elemental power are two churning masses of air and earth.
Oh, God.
Bound in armor made from metallic clouds and the very bones of the earth, they strike at each other again and again, and with each blow, the earth or sky trembles.
I will attempt to call them with music.
Roll a performance check. Go.
All right.
Quick question.
Yes.
The spell banishment.
This dice is just like,
Stop,
I'm done.
use-
I'm done with
use
this
mine.
dice.
What'd you roll?
I'm done.
What'd you roll?
My performance
4,
check
but-
is a +9, and I rolled a 4, so 13. I could roll literally like basically anything. Dude.
Yeah.
No, not tonight.
What about banishment?
So you said that there's a ball of energy,
Yes.
and then they're fighting
Basically inside of it.
inside of the ball of energy.
Correct.
Could this banishment banish the thing? Like the entire,
The energy ball.
Like the energy ball.
You could try. You've never done
I've
anything
never done
like
it
that
before.
before.
Okay. I'm going to try.
Okay.
Which means that I have to use all.
Are you gonna make me aware that you're about to try and do anything?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to touch you and say, "Do you trust me? Will you trust me? I know I've given you no reason to, but if you'll trust me, I'll help you."
All right, I'll trust you.
And I'll use my cantrip guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I freaking love guidance. Thank you.
So she can add a D4 to an ability check
Okay.
So this is
before or after making it.
This is 3 charges of my flower, right?
Oh, you're using the flower.
Oh, I'm using
to
the
do
flower.
banishment.
Yeah, I don't have banishment. I'm using the flower.
Okay. One moment, please.
I'm looking for new dice.
Literally shopping right now for new dice.
Actually, wait.
Yeah?
I take that back because
Okay.
you said that the magic is like real crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
I actually want to go up to do they notice me if I get closer?
They haven't noticed you yet.
And this orb is surrounding them like
Correct.
okay. So I want to vampiric touch the orb, trying to suck the magic of the orb away.
Okay.
And I would cast that at the 3rd level. Do I have to
All right.
roll for that?
Yeah, roll a melee attack.
A melee attack?
It's a melee spell attack. So roll a spell attack.
Okay.
How do those differ?
They all use your spell modifier. But melee means you have to be there to poke them.
Right.
So it's still +5.
Yeah.
14 +5.
I'll be real honest. That was just to see if you rolled a natural 1 and it exploded.
Oh, no.
That's really what that was about. Okay. So under normal circumstances, the target would take 3d6 necrotic damage and you would regain hit points equal to half that.
Yeah.
But the sheer amount of power that you tap into just overloads you. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
I'm going to use a lucky feat to re-roll that.
Yeah.
I will mark that in a
I should have
second.
used resistance instead
Oh,
of
I
guidance.
forgot.
My
I'm
bad.
lucky. Oh, I could have used lucky.
Okay, so I'm going to mark off a lucky. I'm also going to use that guidance on this next roll because I forgot. Thank you. Use a con saving.
Yes.
Guidance is an ability check. Resistance would be a saving throw, so you can't use it for
Fuck.
saving throw.
Yeah.
I have both, but
no
I stupidly used
dice.
guidance.
That's fine. 11.
Just 11?
Just 11.
Okay. So remember what Tiberius said about how you have to reduce the amount of energy there before you can really get any treatment done?
Yeah.
You certainly accomplished that.
Cool.
You fly across the summit, arcing with lightning, and you take...
Jesus!
18 points of lightning damage.
Oh, are you dead?
Not yet. I am currently have 4 hit points, so I'm lying on the floor. I'm just like, help.
But you have reduced the pressure, as one would say.
but help.
Brindar runs over to you and he picks you up, and then when he does, his hair kind of...
If how far, I don't know how far away I am from her, but upon seeing this, assuming like that these giants have not yet noticed us, I would probably run to Freya and try to help and make sure she's not dead.
Thank you.
Okay, well, she's not dead. Are you doing anything?
Yeah,
other
I
than
will cast Cure Wounds.
that? Great, roll a d20.
Okay. 2.
Okay. Go on.
Okay.
Your home doubles in size.
Not again. The ocean just doubled in size.
Now that would be a
the
good
world
Yeah,
campaign.
right, and everyone is dead
God.
except me.
I believe in dry land.
If that was interpreted the way Laisha's was. Oof.
Well, at least we
I
have a
liked the
boat.
way
It would be
Elijah
like Noah's
interpreted
Ark.
for
The
the
rest
rest
of
It
the
would be, yeah.
That would have been awesome.
So you have to repopulate the world.
That's all right. Tiberius is well underway with that. He started that mission a while ago. All right.
Triton's
Thanks.
rule.
So
Thanks,
go ahead and keep
Tiberius.
resolving that action.
Okay.
I'm going to turn it over to these folks while you take care of that.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
Roll
so
your dice and do the
I would
healing, right?
cast the healing word at the 2nd level.
What are the two of you doing?
So that gives me
Searching for
healing
caverns,
word. Excuse me, it was Cure Wounds.
crevices.
All right. Are you just doing a
2d8.
perception check to look around?
Safekeeping, yes.
All right. Roll it.
Look around, proficient in it if that helps. I hope it does. I mean,
That's
it's a
your
7.
modifier.
Yeah.
That's my modifier. Okay,
All right. You're looking around. Marcus, what are you doing?
Just following him. I mean, I'm just poking around at different
Thank you so
areas, trying to see if there are basically things that match his description of areas like little nooks and crannies or cairns as well is what I'm looking for too. Just little markers that he might have left when he actually had a brain still functioning that might have been indications that he had left something there or that something had been left there.
Okay. Roll investigation or perception. Everyone has had a chance to go.
21.
21. Okay, you find a small suspicious pile of rocks, and we're going to get to more about it in a moment. As I roll a d20, you get a 4. This is not an act of God. The node reacts to your actions and the spells, and it churns, and the clouds above are polluted with strange elements of earth that falls down as acid rain. Everybody takes 4 points of acid damage.
Oh boy. Well, how much health did you have left?
I healed her for 16.
Yeah, now I'm at 16.
Right.
May I quickly cast false life on myself?
Yeah, that's not concentration, right?
No.
Great. Roll a d20.
12.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, you may.
I'm guessing it's an even odds
It's
thing.
it's a crit or a crit fail thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So that's 1d4 plus 9, because Jesus. 10 total.
All right. So now everybody's going to get an additional action going around the table, just saying what they're doing either to help with the ley line or to find the treasure. All right. So back to you. We're just going to go in this order.
What are they doing?
Them?
Yeah.
They're continuing to just fight each other.
With my arcane knowledge, would I assume that these are the earth and air fighting?
Yeah, they're manifestations
Of earth
the
and
battle.
air fighting.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like to. Oh, I want to cast minor illusion.
Okay.
I want to create a sound kind of not where we are, but away
Mm-hmm.
to kind of distract them to see if like they're sentient enough and not just manifestations.
Okay, and that's a cantrip, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They don't seem to react.
Interesting. Okay.
Anything else? That was just a quick cantrip. We're not round for round. We're basically
We're just figuring out
one meaningful
what
thing.
meaningful thing can we do?
Yeah.
I don't want to attack this thing. I'm so scared.
That's probably
Are
wise.
they saying anything?
No.
Fuck. Oh, I have to touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. I am not touching that. I'm gonna start to cast Unseen Servant
Okay.
as a ritual. So that's gonna be 10 minutes.
All right. Because we're sort of in free flow right now.
Okay.
When we come back to you,
Yeah,
you'll
yeah,
do
yeah.
it. But first, roll a d20.
3.
It looked a lot like a 1.
It did, but it wasn't.
All right. Bendis.
I know that I can perform better than I did the first attempt. Strangely, you know, I don't know what it was. The humidity, maybe, you know, I was a little bit, muscles were sore from the fall I took. But I'm going to attempt to use, can I do this? I want to calm emotions on them, but I want to do it via a musical performance.
Sacrifice one use of your bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Roll a d20
Sure.
to see if it explodes.
5.
Okay. It does not explode.
Great.
And roll a performance check.
Okay.
And add your bardic dice to it.
Okay. Can I feel really lucky with this particular performance?
You have 2 luck dice left.
All right, great. And then add bardic performance to it. Mm-hmm. All right, so that is 23.
23.
Not bad.
You perform, perhaps for the first time that any of these people have experienced it, actually moving and beautiful music.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
That sounded like the music of my people.
Except less burbly.
I was gonna say, well, that's not what I was going for, but I'm glad you liked it.
You're able to.
Closer, anyway.
Calm down, gentle elemental guys. Let's all be friends.
It will be written down in the annals of history. Faden,
Can we see this?
All
Would you-
right.
do you wanna
I've
be within
got
range?
a
You can be.
plan,
Yeah.
I think. So having watched her drain all of this and then healing her, you said there's like a swirl of air and like dirt.
Yeah, well, there's glowing magical energy sort of tied up in a knot, and there's 2 manifestations, these armored elementals fighting each
Fighting
other.
each other.
Yes. Draining off
okay.
the energy with the necrotic touch, with the vampiric touch, reduced like the glare and the intensity. His music also seems to be like slowly calming it down. That they're still fighting each other, but their
Okay,
blows
but there's
have
not like a
slowed.
mixed cloud somewhere. Or
It's not a
something. Just
physical
these two,
cloud. It's like a
fighting.
glowy
Okay.
magical lights.
In that case, maybe I don't have a plan.
And if you want to pass and you need more time, we can go after the Wander Staves. Your call.
I'm going to. They're fighting, right?
Correct.
Oh, I don't know if this would be seen as an attack.
If you have to ask that question, it's probably going to
If
be
I
seen
can do
as an
it from
attack.
somewhere hidden, though. Well,
Then
no,
they-
it's already snowy, right? It's already snowy AF up here.
The snow doesn't stick around.
So
necessarily.
creating a
There's-
sleet storm might not matter.
Sleet would be sort of a combination of air and water.
Right.
And this is air and earth battling each other?
Correct. So it might tilt the balance.
What I'm trying to do, because it creates an ice slick, basically, that would make both of them, in theory, fall prone. So
Well,
they
except
wouldn't
the
be
air one
fighting.
is floating.
Oh, the air one is floating?
Yeah,
So
it's
it
got
would
like it's like a
definitely
genie
help
shape, sort
the
of, you
air
know,
one.
smoking lower torso into oblivion.
Okay, in that case, I'd be like watching them clash and then break apart, right? Clash and then break apart.
Mm-hmm.
I would, in one of the moments when they broke apart, they're kind of inside a sphere, right? How big across is the sphere?
It's not 30 feet across.
Okay. It's probably bigger than that, right?
It's smaller.
Oh, it's smaller?
It's probably like 20
Cool.
feet
I'm going
across.
to try and put a wall between them
Of water?
of water.
Okay.
Add a third element. Why not fuck shit up?
That's interesting.
It's
I like
not.
that.
It's an element that isn't really opposed by either of them. Why don't you roll a d20 to see if it explodes?
Okay. That's fair.
2.
That was close.
So close.
All right. And then I'll say that you are like between reducing the amount of power, soothing it, and now creating a neutral barrier between them. You are stop. The whole idea was don't let them like be clashing and disentangle them. It's working. You can feel the ambient power calming down. The weird jarring in your bones is subsiding. If you keep this up, you're on the right track. The two of you can see what's happening. You're on the periphery. You can enter in if you wish.
You spotted something, Marcus.
Hey, Tiberius, come over here. This is not a natural pile of rock. Did you leave something like this?
Yes, may have left it in my travels.
But you don't remember.
I don't recall, but
Would
yes.
it be dangerous? Can I dig and see what I can find?
I'll dig for it. Yes, I believe it would assist us with whatever we need here.
Okay. I'm gonna. I've got a crowbar and a hammer, so I'm gonna utilize my crowbar and hammer to try and lever the rocks off and dig into the ground and try and, if I tap into a fairly large rock, attempt to lever them out of the way to see if I can get to what's underneath this pile of rocks.
All right, you clear them away, and you see at the bottom a magical symbol. And it is your magical symbol, which I have not designed, so it can look like whatever you want it to look like.
My symbol, yes. It's my mark, Tiberius. I believe we may have found it.
So if we keep on going, we're gonna find what's here.
Yes.
Should
It's
we?
on a solid stone surface, just like it's not bedrock, but heart of the mountain, sort of just rock.
Okay. Right.
So it's not like a separate rock or a container or anything. It's just a symbol
It's just
etched
a
in there
symbol.
by magic.
Is this an indicator? Should I dig?
This is an indicator. This is my mark. You've seen it on my banners around the home.
Yeah, but we weren't searching for a mark. You said you buried something.
Yes.
Well, you didn't bury it here. This is rock.
There's something important lying here. I just keep digging around it.
I'm gonna smack it with my crowbar and hammer, utilizing it a bit like a chisel, just right in the center of the mark.
All right, and you start fucking up the mark.
Okay.
Yeah, don't.
I don't think it's buried here, honestly.
Give me a second. I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay, you're
Do you want
detecting.
to roll a d20?
No, is that a cantrip or a level 1?
It's a level 1.
Roll d20.
Yeah. Just for
My God, if you explode it, people are gonna be so mad.
It'd be pretty funny.
It's a 4.
All right, well, it's definitely radiating magic. It's got transmutation, alteration magic on it.
Alteration magic. On what exactly?
On the rock.
On the rock itself?
That you're banging with a crowbar.
Oh, I'm just
Marcus,
keeping a
stop, don't.
What?
Stop it. It's being transmuted into something.
So you're saying this was like a chest or something, and you turned it into rock?
Yes, I think I may have.
Well, can you turn it back?
I'd have to learn to spell magic or something. Maybe. I'm going to touch it and cast a cantrip light. Just to try and see if that affects the transmutation in any way.
Okay. It resonates with you. This is absolutely your magic. But that didn't unlock anything.
The wand.
Okay. Be careful, for God's sake,
Yes,
Tiberius.
yes.
Should we not wait until they've fully calmed things down up there?
I mean, it doesn't look like they're getting any closer. I mean,
It certainly does. It feels like it's a lot closer.
We're getting closer.
it's a little dimmer, but the wand, Marcus, the wand.
If you screw this up, they'll never give it back to you.
Well, I'll run away. Give me the wand for bloody hell.
All right, Grandad. All right. I give him the horn.
Okay.
I'm actually Tiberius. I'm gonna lash us to the side of the mountain. I'm gonna use my pittons and my rope to
I would
lash
stand
us to the
back if I was
mountain.
you.
Okay, I'm gonna lash myself at a safe distance, but I'm gonna also lash him to the
So
side
you're
of
both
the
tied
mountain.
to a rope and you're both nailed into the mountain.
Yes.
All right.
Oh boy.
I don't want to use the wand.
Roll percentile dice.
A percentile die. I don't want to use the wand, is what I just said.
Oh, well then don't roll percentile
Yes,
dice.
Yeah.
I thought you said I use the wand.
Under my breath, I went, well, I don't want to use this because it will mess something up. I'm going to use a cantrip minor illusion to try and alter the properties of what is below.
Well, an illusion would only create the illusion of altering the properties thereof. It wouldn't actually change anything.
Do you know how many spells that are transmutation?
I used to know them. I don't know them anymore.
You used to be way higher level.
Oh,
I can't remember what the incantations would be.
well, what if you let one of the others?
Well, do they know how to dispel magic? I don't know if they do.
One of them might. It's worth asking.
I'll ask them.
I unlash him from the mountain.
You lot. Any
We're
of you?
busy.
Yes.
They're holding back the cosmic forces.
A minor suggestion regarding that. You should try and combine some sort of healing magic with the elements that they're fighting here. It might do some calming for it.
I can try that, sure.
What a healing could you provide?
Yeah, the healing power of song.
Of course. And the rest of you, do you have air elemental, earth elemental spells?
I have an idea. So I'm going to get literally on my knees, take my focus from around my neck and like put it on the ground so that it's like touching both the air and the earth at the same time. And it's a water focus. It's so neutral. It's so neutral. I'm going to put my hand over it and call my goddess's name.
Mm-hmm.
Raising one hand to the sky and use my cantrip, thaumaturgy, to create harmless ground tremors for 1 minute, while casting, after using my cantrip, gust of wind in trying to make them vibrate together. And then encouraging, as I do this, you to cast a healing spell into it.
Sure, I will sing a soothing song about, pleasant, tranquil winds and quiet mountains, and also use a 3rd level slot for cure wounds.
Okay. Are you anything to throw into this alchemical mixture?
Necrotic.
I'm such a
Necrotic
girl.
breath. Yeah.
I'm really spec for hurting.
I
Just
would.
walk over and like, bah.
I can't even spit anything good on that.
Spit some water at us.
Oh, if I had a nickel for every time. It's
No, but I'm using water. Add a 4th element, man.
I don't. It would be
we need the
ice.
5th element.
Add some ice.
That's
then.
love.
Would ice be water?
Ice is water.
Love.
Ice be water?
Ice is normally formed where air and water meet.
That would be too much.
Too much air.
Yeah. And I'm guessing acid's not an element.
Not usually.
Lightning's not an element.
It's associated with
Fire
air.
is an element.
Fire is a neutral element.
As far as these two are
As
concerned,
far as
yes.
these two are concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using water as my other neutral,
Right,
so
that
adding
would be,
another
like,
neutral
all
could
four
balance
together. Yeah.
my.
Then I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on myself.
Okay.
And very gently, like not like a but like a like just like a little try and match the amount of water that she's putting out with my fire.
I would also like to pick up the clockwork amulet that I've used before. This magical item that ordains order,
Right.
and smack bang in the middle, success, and activated and using my mage hand cantrip, start to put it towards the central node in conjunction with the rest of their spell.
Oh, I just want to see you guys all roll d20s just to see what would have happened if he didn't do that. That's a really good
Powers
idea.
combined.
And if somebody exploded it, I would have laughed.
12.
13.
16.
All right. It's still a great idea. All right. So by using the clockwork amulet as a focus on order and the natural order of things, and using all 4 elements until the Fire Nation attacks,
Oh,
We
need heart.
spawned the Avatar. This is now a completely different campaign.
which I would absolutely play.
Avatar.
All right. Around the arcane, the divine focus that you place there, as you call out to Liban, the sovereign of the seas, and the 4 elements corsate, guided by this image of perfect harmony. The 2 figures, straining to attack each other, keep going, but pieces of their armor fall apart, and gradually their form dissipates as one crumbles into harmless earth, and the other one sort of gets dragged back up into the sky. And the land itself breathes a sigh of relief.
Yay.
We did the thing.
We done did it.
The pressure in your lungs and the ache in your bones subsides. Only a few aftershocks remain, and the storm settles. You have restored the ley line. And far below, across Imankarok, you see trees shriveling up, their leaves just dropping off as if autumn has set in and then winter immediately after. And they crumble and molder, rotting as if years and years had passed. Though the lands of Imankarok are now covered in a thick layer of mulch, the wild plains and hills are free. Far to the north, however, you can see that the affliction remains, still under the influence of the fractured ley line beyond. Masru, the city, is likely free, but much of the land is still locked into a bizarre magical forest. And far away, at Dotan's Rock, the wild magic entangling the ley lines still beats like a feverish heart. Whatever found its way from there to Tiberius Wandersave's hearts still lurks. You can actually feel it. Tiberius. As the howling storm subsides, you feel a warm southern breeze, and borne upon it is an old tune you suddenly remember, just like it was yesterday.
That's that tune. I wonder if Vindo would be... I'm just going to do it.
Hey, didn't you tell us you gave us all your magical items?
This is a tune that I remember.
I mean,
I'm
that thing you
memorizing
just
this,
put
by the
down.
Roll a performance check.
I feel like I'm really lucky when I memorize this. Natural 20. There we go.
Did you do a 1 and a 20?
I did a 9 and a 20.
All right.
Just want to make sure. So 29.
A massive horse suddenly just rides down from the sky. It's a golden palomino with a mane of brilliant orange and red. Roll a saving throw against fear, Marcus.
It's afraid of horses.
19.
19. For a brief moment, it reminds you of that terrible steed with the flaming hooves and eyes of fire. But it's clearly not the same one. That was just a traumatic memory.
Oh.
It's huge. Its shoulder, like it stands above you, and it rides right up next to you, shakes its mane, and you know instinctively it will take you wherever you wish to go.
Sudavind. There you are. Is your master still upset with me? Yes, he would be. Wait 1 second, and I'm going to wander over to my mark, and I remember this might do the trick, and I'm going to cast Prestidigitation on my on this, and try and basically prestidigitate the stone into wood, into the top of the chest.
Prestidigitate.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. There you go. That was right. Ooh.
I don't think the camera can quite see it when it's on the desk.
Wait. Oh, you transformed the rock into a box?
Rock box.
Oh, yes. Here we have it.
Pet rocks inside.
It's shiny.
Useless bloody coin.
Oh my God.
Well, take some of those.
In it.
I could use some of that.
Duh, me inheritance that you never gave me.
Wow.
What is it,
It's
Tiberius?
familiar. Cipher. I've got to figure this out.
Do you remember?
Yes, later. For now, look through this, Marcus. In fact, you can give it to the rest of them for the troubles.
Out of character, that's an awesome prop.
Thank you.
This is what was in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
right.
it's nothing too special, but it's a lot of gold.
I mean, it's a lot of
How
platinum.
much is in there?
Platinum.
I don't know. I haven't counted them for a while.
Shall we split
I mean-
it?
It's platinum?
It's
It's that much platinum?
Take it.
I do
Take
miss
it.
I'll have some of that.
luxury.
Oh, hold on.
We'll
Marcus.
take that. Yeah.
me a second.
Send that over
yeah,
here.
We'll split that up.
Yeah.
Where is it?
That's so many pearls worth
This
100
as well.
gold.
Yes.
What is
I could
that?
start my own club with that.
I can't remember.
But it's a magical ring.
Yes. This is pretty potent, actually. Why the bloody hell did I hide it up here?
Roll a Constitution save.
You just put on the ring.
Yeah. 15.
Okay. For a moment, your hair just stands on end, and you almost start to float, and then you come back down to earth as you put the ring on.
Can I cast, since now that there's a fuck ton of money, I don't mind burning this pearl. I want to cast Identify on that ring.
Okay.
I think take me 10 minutes, but I,
All right.
I
Yeah.
kind of.
Fair.
Yeah.
You're proficient
here.
in it.
No. I don't put it on, but I want to identify.
Probably
it.
for the best.
Yeah. It has a skull on it. Looks like
Yeah.
Sans Undertale. Is it Sans Undertale?
If it is, it's not on purpose.
Oh.
As cool as that would be.
Should we? Do you want any of this platinum,
The
Tiberius?
platinum. What uses do I have for bloody money? I'm 93, Marcus.
Well,
Give it to them
I
yourself.
have
You
use
can
for
take
money.
it.
Well, I'll have some useful
Yeah, sure. I
platinum.
will take some of the
I'll
money.
take some
let's
of-
keep it safe until we get to the next city, though.
Well, I think the
I
safest
know a
thing
great
is to
place.
split it between us. So if any one of us gets robbed, we've all got some.
That's wise.
Also, I just
Equally,
burned
yeah.
100 gold on identifying.
I am very
this.
wise.
Fair. All right. Fair.
Yes.
I'll take out. I'll count the money and I'll split it between everybody.
I'm dying to know how much is.
It's definitely the best course.
We'll count that off stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else before we wrap up this show?
What is this?
Oh, right. Yes, the ring.
What is this?
I was like, I used 100 monies.
It is a ring of spell storing.
Spell storing?
Yes.
Ooh, so a magician
now?
can put a spell in it, and anyone wearing it can cast that spell. And it casts at the level that the magician who stored the spell in there is at.
Can I tell if there's something in it?
Yeah. Fly.
Fly is in it.
Wow.
What's the ring?
Mine.
What's the ring, Freya?
It is mine.
What is it?
What's your alignment?
Also a valid question.
If it is what I think it is, this is about to get complicated. I'm pretty sure I made myself chaotic neutral. What? Oh, I'm just straight neutral.
What's
No, well, I mean,
Yeah.
the ring?
It's, it holds spells in it.
It does what?
It holds spells in it.
Holds
Yeah.
spells.
which spell? Do you know which spell?
I think I stored
I
something
do.
in it when I was in my heyday. I'd be careful with it. It's
I
pretty
mean,
powerful.
it can't technically hurt anyone, but I don't know.
What did I put in it?
Fly?
Yeah, be careful.
Also, it could hurt you if you fell.
Can I fail with it? I can't
Fell.
fail.
Fell.
Oh, fell. I thought you
Fell.
said fail.
She's got a bit of an
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah. That's how we end up with door magic.
Dorm.
I didn't say that for the record.
So normally when the fly spell wears off, it safely lowers you to the ground. Keep in mind this was stored in there by a very powerful wild mage.
And can anyone use it or only magic users?
Anyone can use it. I think so. Yeah.
Either I keep it or I give it to you, Marcus.
I'm happy to take it, but I won't feel comfortable using it. I'm not really good with heights. I can hold on to it for safekeeping, though.
Hey, one of you ranged casters would make usage of it. Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, I'd rather be on the ground. My feet belong on the ground.
Are you sure?
I can already
really
swim
sure.
and breathe underwater.
I'm afraid of heights.
Which is a bit the opposite, I suppose, but
I mean, if you put fly in here, I'll be very careful with it.
Yeah, well, it may be a bit more than fly.
Can I tell?
well, you are
roll
here
Arcana.
to learn.
Can I
from
roll?
me,
Yeah, I want to roll
Yeah.
Arcana real quick. 9 plus 5. That's
14.
14.
It's a fly spell. It's a really strong fly spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to cast it?
Okay.
Maybe I should
we
keep
should
it
save
for
it.
later.
Save it for the
Is it?
right
Does it
occasion.
burn it, or
Yeah.
or can I use
Oh,
it constantly?
The spell, once you cast it,
Yeah.
the spell's gone. The ring is empty.
Oh,
You
okay.
You can
Got
load
it.
another spell.
I can load
into
another
it.
spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if
we'll
you-
save it. Yeah.
If you wear it, do you cast it instantly though?
If I wear it, do I cast it instantly, or do I have to actively burn it?
Well, if you know what you're doing and
Mm-hmm.
you're attuned to it, you have to choose.
If I put it on, I can attune to it.
But you have to succeed in attuning to it.
I have to succeed
yeah.
attuning
I've
to it.
already
So
attuned to
I'll
it. I could
wait.
use it.
That's true.
Actually, he's always getting himself killed.
Here's the thing.
Fly would be really
Fly would
Fly
be
would be
useful.
useful.
Yeah, fly would be
away.
useful.
The next
so it doesn't
goal
die.
would be Dotane's Rock after this. Now, Sundavir here can assist with part of that, but the rest of you, I don't really know. Would Sundavir allow other people to ride if I wanted other people to ride?
No.
No.
None of them defeated the South Wind.
Is there a river or anything that points that way?
It's a long journey.
Yep.
If you want to catch up, you need to not just make that journey. You need to do something magical.
Are we close to a town?
I wonder if I could convince my goddess to
there
transport
are some
us
other
through her
settlements
realm.
on the other side of the mountain. It'll
Would these
a
be
little-
settlements that maybe possibly have transportation circles?
Those settlements?
Yeah.
Probably not. Hey, can I have that handout real quick?
Hey Tiberius, if we make Marcus fly, can we all just like grab a limb and just go along? He's pretty strong. He could probably hold all of us.
They probably wouldn't have any transportation circles.
Probably.
There.
Are you saying I can use the ley lines to travel?
You could. It's possible. It's also possible that that rune is a transportation circle code. And although you don't have the spell yourself,
I could use the wand
possibly.
to possibly transport us.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. But that wand is real broken.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Huh.
The cipher, they put Vinder in it. Does that do anything?
You'll know if it does something.
It is literally
that thing
a
works.
It's functional.
That thing works. And it's easy to tell when it works. You don't have to force it.
So we have a few options. None of them are great. One is he goes by himself somewhere on a horse. Not good.
Not a fan.
Not a thing. One person flies.
how's
but
your
fly
hearing
doesn't
there,
last. So that's not
I
a
think
good
in
idea.
character you wouldn't be able to do that.
If he can actually do this, I will be impressed.
That's true.
Another option is I could try and transport us with the wand, but that wand's broken, so who knows?
Well, if we get to the nearest town, we can spend our money, actually get rid of some of this and buy stuff that's useful. And
If
at
the
least
nearest
then...
town isn't destroyed by the trees.
It's not happy because of the trees, I'll tell you that much.
But we got rid of the trees. I mean, we should be heroes around the land.
Yeah.
DM question.
Yes.
Would this nearest town, since I am a wizard, have some sort of magic shop where I could learn a transportation circle or a transportation spell or spend a fuck ton of money to like, hi local magic man, teach me how to do a thing.
So, let's see. Teleportation circle is, I think it's a level 5
It
spell.
is. It's a really chunky
Yeah.
spell.
That rune is
Yeah.
also like the code for one. So if you know the
so if
spell,
I know the spell,
you could use that.
I could use it.
Right. You are not from around here, and you are not positive. The rest of you, those of you who are from the area, would know that much like Masru. So in Masru, you could definitely find something like that. Unfortunately, he swore an oath by the 5 rivers of the underworld never to set foot in Masru ever again.
That is...
But you didn't.
Well, he could take the horse, and we could just go the other way. Meet him
Or
there.
I could take a small team with me, go in, see what I can do. If I can transport us, he can get there himself.
They won't let me back into Mosru.
Seriously?
I told them I wouldn't come back with him.
But you can come back without him.
They don't want anyone in Wanderstave back in that city.
There's a dragon that owes me a favor or two.
A dragon?
Do you know where this dragon is?
Yeah, it's in a lake somewhere.
Do you know where the lake is?
Galadron. Closer, I think. Maybe.
And what?
Is he going to fly us?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty powerful beast. I enchanted it back in my heyday. Should still be in effect.
And what, you need some kind of... You're not thinking of taking the gold?
What? The gold? I mean, maybe I need gold, but I don't know. It is quite obsessed with gold, actually. Yeah, dragons tend to be a bit unusual. But I'm confident it could transport us to Dotain's Rock.
Let us consider our options, mull them over, and leave them to the next episode since it's been just about the amount of time.
Good idea.
All right. Cool.
Oh, we were successful, Pog.
Yes.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it.